the circlets for full.
Right. I've started the stream.
Is anyone editing the sheet?
No, but we probably should to remove the items people got. I assume that's what you're going to do.
I'm changing the item that I got.
Yeah.
There.
So what we have left is a
Service
bracers of
for
+1 and a cloak of resistance. Who wants what?
Who wants it?
Bracers of +1 come from?
Nowhere.
Then why is it written here?
Because I changed out my bracers.
Okay.
It came from you, stupid.
The sarcasm was thick. I don't know.
It wasn't sarcasm. That was misinformation.
I hear shit. All I heard was nowhere. I'm like, that's all I heard. I'm like, damn. He doesn't know who put it back. Who put it in there?
That was a whole ass misinformation campaign.
Oh, I'll take the resistance cloak, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's.
Kieran, do you want the bracers or?
Or if somebody wants it, I mean, I don't care. I'm a cleric, so it doesn't matter that much for me.
I mean, my saves are good because I have
matter.
Pity or Divine Grace.
Alright. So...
I mean, you can take it, Steven, and I guess we have the bracers to sell.
To remind people of the scene, you guys have fucking knocked some people unconscious inside of their own home. Started a small fire, and as you're stripping them naked, you start arguing over it's what.
I do believe we also then tamped out the very same fire.
Yeah.
I didn't say you didn't get rid of the fire, but you did start it.
Well, not saying that we didn't get rid of it creates a bit of implication.
Look, we didn't start the fire. It was already burning when we got there.
I, in fact, saved a small goblin from dying in the
fire. The fire has always been burning since the world's been turning.
Yes.
I, in fact, saved a very, almost unfortunate goblin from dying in a fire that nearly fell directly on him.
I am very blind.
So true.
Yes. That's why you're in the room with the people that are tied up and someone else.
I do like the idea
I'm so
that
glad
that's,
I'm on
that's
my
just
car
couldn't...
because I'm not rolling shit.
I believe you told Nori to watch over them.
I believe canonically...
Yeah, I believe so, because you can just grapple anyone who tries to run.
I believe canonically Zarka just sits on the stairs all sad, and Inma was just like, what's wrong? And Zarka goes, I can't hear you, Inma, I'm blind.
Inma just sits there, and you see a little, she's thinking, a little blood dribbles out of her nose. No, that's too dumb. I didn't. She's like,
Oh, that don't make no sense.
Someone needs to explain that it's blindness or deafness, not both.
I'm aware.
Whippet puts up his hand for a high five for Zargit for the excellent lie.
I can
just
probably
gonna keep me hanging. Stays there forever.
I am a cleric, so you know.
I mean, yeah, it's a very unfortunate part, Steve, that you're not a level 5 cleric.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Let's go to that guy from like the fucking old Deadeye church that I scared the fuck out of. It's like, I'm blind, can you help?
Wait, oh yeah, you're right. Fuck.
You're still
church now. It has to be.
Yeah, remove blindness third level spell. That's why the third level version became the permanent spell.
The reason I hit Joe with the third level version was I figured it was better than hitting him with damage.
Yeah.
And
it was wrong, but I respect it.
Just pass the save next time.
I know that the real life equivalent is like, do you rather be blind or take a grenade? But I just like to imagine there's like, gonna be blind? No.
David.
Do you wanna get
Alright, guys.
Everybody,
we gotta go kill the luckiest horse alive to get all his horseshoes.
That's lame. I can't actually. There is actually no level in which touch treatment gets rid of blindness.
It's because people don't often let you touch their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I lied. At 14th level, it can.
I can't believe you fucking lied to me.
You lied yet again. So in character.
Oh, first of all, okay.
The psyops never end.
Whippet didn't lie to you this time. I did.
I know, that's why I said he's so in character.
Touch treatment? That sounds made up.
It's an actual thing that mesmerizes.
It's just about as real as lay on hands.
You know, I
Light
like
on
imagine
hands, that's not real.
because it's from the mesmerist
Lay on hands
vision-
is just a hug, and we all know the healing power of hugs.
No, I don't.
No.
I'm sorry
It
you
was
were
never hugged
unloved
as a
as a
child.
child.
Yeah.
No, I don't like hugs, so.
I'm not.
I'm sorry you were unloved as a child. Being choked is not being hugged.
What
I'm
the
not
fuck
Bart
is going on
Simpson.
here?
Of
suppose
course,
it's
of
not.
course, Whippet was unloved as a child. No.
Whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa.
only the most natural state of things.
I mean, it's
yeah,
true,
it's like
but, you don't have to put me out.
his parents like him for like 3 years, and it's like this is getting old.
I'm bored already.
If I have to fucking talk to you again, I'm gonna bleed.
That's all the
Listen,
gnomes to
Brown.
Duncan.
you guys are all wrong. Whippet was raised by the streets, all right? He's got that street cred. He's been out there making paper.
I mean, I guess that's kind of true. He does have a wanted poster. Not that we know about it, but he does have one.
He is
I'm sure we'll
wanted.
find out some point.
He's not
Probably
that
when
one.
when it goes up.
If it goes up, I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
be the
it
chopper.
will.
I'm just gonna be the chopper of the entire group. All of you guys are gonna have your wanted posters. You're gonna go up real high, and I'm just gonna continue being worth like 5 gold pieces.
I think it's the opposite. You're going to be the fucking buggy of the group. Like
He's
my
gonna
guy,
fail us
I don't believe we're being the straw hats. We're being cross guild at best.
Fair enough. No, we're going mythic. We could definitely hit straw hat level.
No, I just meant by personality. Like we're not hitting straw hat. We're hitting cross guild.
Fair enough.
That's just what Whippet looks like already, actually.
What?
I just imagine every time we pass one of like the things that it's like Whippet's face in a wanted poster, you just do like a weird face and expect for us not to notice.
I mean, you guys haven't so far.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet. You stole it.
Exactly.
Been
Good
working out.
job.
You guys are standing over the goblin, arguing about items. Straw hats.
I mean,
So, yeah,
like
can
we
we
said,
do
we're going
this
to
at
put
another time?
we're going to put the guys that are alive, Zargic and Nori in the room, and the rest is going to explore the house.
What about the dead one?
You can have
They
it.
have a tarp covering them.
Cool. Does Anzo really say that?
Do you really ask that?
Our Zargic would.
What about the dead one? I mean,
Then yes, I would say you can have it.
I don't know. Presumably they're gonna get buried. Unless you fucking do something.
I mean, didn't we already
Oh.
agree? Didn't we already agree that Zargex gets the bodies of our fallen foes unless we really need them a lot, needed their bodies for something?
Did we?
Kinda.
I don't remember saying any such thing.
I remember us having this conversation.
Seems like a hefty
I mean-
fucking thing to just have happened.
Yeah.
If you wish to bury the goblin, I am not opposed to it, but I might as well ask.
As far as I care, you can do. Okay, scratch that. You can't do anything you want with it. There's some things I'd rather not know about. Actually, let's make it this point. You can do whatever, just don't tell me.
I don't think
I
Zargek's that gross.
I mean, neither do I, but there's
Let's
a lot of things
just
you can do
cut
with the
off all
body.
points of awfulness. You can't do anything you want to this body. Don't think about it.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I asked.
I'm just saying. When anyone says anything that just causes bad things to happen, or I should say, when anyone says anything is on the table for any subject, it always causes bad things to happen.
Well, I believe I have said I eat their bodies and I make art out of them. The rest of it is outside of my scope. I have not dealt in the necromantic hearts in years. I have no interest in dead bodies other than their taste, really.
There you go. See, it's like his culture. Are you going to tell this man that he can't engage in his culture?
He absolutely can.
I didn't say you couldn't.
It's
I
not
just said
here.
to.
It's not going to really be good for, I don't know, whatever we're trying to do if he's eating a fucking body.
No, it's understandable. The part of being accepted by new cultures is to respect their cultures. So if the body is to be buried, so be it.
I look at that body, who's currently alpha skeleton, alpha puddle of flesh. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can take part of it and no one will find it weird. It's currently,
Can I do
I
a
don't know what
knowledge?
to call it.
Can I do a knowledge vocal check to see if I know what goblins do with the bodies of their dead?
All right.
I look
think
at you.
Zargek would fulfill the culture.
I look at you, Hanzo, and I'm like, I also don't know what has happened to the body.
25.
Skeleton left the body.
Yeah, Inma ripped their fucking skeleton.
Oh, very good, Inma.
All right. That's your 25 local.
Yes.
Assuming local is the.
I'm assuming
of the
it's
scrapyard.
You're humanoid, or
Well, no,
No,
he's
yeah,
talking about
sorry.
culture of goblins, so I'm going with like of the scrapyard or something, since that's really the only identifiable goblin area. In which case, you aren't sure, but also goblins exist fucking everywhere. They're like vermin. Fucking pull over like one like loose end in a forest, you'll find a cavern full of the fuckers. So when it comes to that, their culture is just kind of dependent.
Hodgepodge.
whatever you want.
Like, it'd probably be good if you could identify what kind of goblin it was, because, I mean, a monkey goblin might have a different standard of living than a scrapyard goblin, or a forest goblin, or a desert goblin, or something, which are all still generalizations, because tribe-wise, I mean, one desert goblin tribe could have completely different understandings of culture from another desert goblin tribe. That
What are
being
the
said,
norms of an in-half goblin?
So as
What are the
yeah.
norms?
as Whippet considers this, he goes to himself, "This seems like too much work," and then ignores the issue altogether and walks away.
I mean, the only issue I have with it is that if you're gonna make fucking art, then it's gonna be noticeable, and that's just gonna be a problem with people fucking trying to get things done.
No,
If it makes
Oh,
Whippet
well,
feel
I
better, she was distinctly a different species of goblin. Gribbet.
Oh, Whippet does not care that much. He, like I said, he realized that trying to figure this out was too much work and gave up trying.
All right.
Zargik will turn to Wound and he will say, as I've said, as you said, you've put a limit, and I'm fine with following that. I just asked, and since I've said no, I will comply. I have no problem whatsoever with this. Please
I
proceed.
understand.
I still can't see.
Just
Maybe we
know that it's not always going to be a hard limit. If you need to fucking eat something,
got-
if there's somebody to
I've
eat,
got
then
you.
whatever.
I've got your hand, big guy. Come on, let's go.
This is just extenuating circumstances.
maybe
Because
it's,
of course it is.
maybe we say it in a place where the non-civilized areas, like when we're walking out in the the woods type places. Does that make sense?
Oh.
If there ain't no witnesses, go for it.
We're witnessing this.
I'm a witness, but I won't say anything. I don't care.
I'm not. You're only.
He's not making undead, so I don't give a shit.
All right, how about this? As long as there's no witnesses, and as long as there's no snitches around, go for it.
Everybody
And
turns to Nori.
Why?
I'm pretty
You
sure
will
like
keep secrets. That's part of
You
the
like-
contract. You will keep secrets.
Okay. If that's in the contract,
I
we're all
remember.
good.
CPAD,
You're
I'm on my
actually
car
not a
and I
snitch.
remember.
Yeah, no, look, if if Hanzo says, "Go tell the guards they're doing necromancy,"
Nori
then
Oh,
then it's
he
like
is-
Nori goes like, "All right, I don't know
Nori
why,
is
but I'm
pro-
gonna."
Yeah, Nori's professionally not a snitch.
Hey, he's the only one of us that I'm pretty sure is lawful.
Yes,
I mean, but
that doesn't make me follow the law.
yeah.
Makes
He's
hell
lawfully
of a
not a
law.
snitch.
That's the same thing to Whip It.
Yes,
Man,
You're a
he's
cop.
legally obliged to not be a snitch.
Man, it's upsetting to hear that Nori's the only one that's lawful, because I can assure that some of you motherfuckers are not good.
I am
Neutral.
completely neutral.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
extremely neutral.
I think I'm CG.
I am
right?
neutral, veered towards neutral evil. Because why not?
I am CG. So yeah.
I mean, I'm chaotic neutral, but who knows? Technically, I've probably committed the least amount of crimes, actually.
I am CNN.
You literally like
Hey, you
did
have
your own
backstory
fucking
crimes.
wanted poster.
Whoa. Those aren't actually crimes, those are just pranks that got out of hand, okay?
No, you getting rid of the wanted poster is the crime.
A crime?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a prank.
you're interfering with the law.
Yeah, but I don't agree with those
Obstruction
laws.
of
They don't count.
justice.
That
I
doesn't
don't
mean it's
agree
okay
with the
to
law.
fucking interfere with it.
As you guys
I
are
only-
arguing about the law, you remember, oh right, we were doing something about a crime here.
Man, you
All right, we
guys,
got it. We
the
got it.
crimes.
we need something to fucking prove we're not just a bunch of
Yeah, so
shitheads.
So let's
go
head.
look around
Where's his study at?
the
Why
place
not?
we came from.
Oh, cool. Let's go in there and find the paperwork.
Yeah, we can split off and try to find as much as we can.
Well, I'll go try and find the place
Alright.
that isn't his office, because I feel like the paperwork is not in the place he brings people into.
I mean, I don't know. I think these guys felt pretty protected by society.
Okay.
What I mean is, a smart person just keeps their paperwork in a lockbox, especially if
Yep.
they are the thieves.
But the lockbox doesn't need to be in the place he brings everyone into. Not to mention, if anyone ever came to steal from his house, they would probably go check there first.
Or the basement.
That's
Oh,
more
yeah,
likely, because you probably need to go through more of the house to get there.
Well,
I mean, we
while
can probably
being
split
blind,
up,
it seems
so...
my other senses are keener, so I'm still pretty useless on this.
Alright.
Well, I'm pretty sure Idma's got you.
As you
Shall we
guys
split up and go?
I
As you
did
guys-
say that.
as you guys
I know.
as you guys split up, I guess give me a perception check and tell me
Sure.
what floor you're on.
Can we not, since we have the time, can we not just take 20s?
How many floors? No, let's not take 20s.
I was gonna say, yeah, you want to take a 20? Oh, well, I'll let you do that.
How many
Oh.
floors are there?
3.
I mean, it
Fuck.
would be that long, isn't perception? I guess it's... You
Yeah,
take 20
Pedro,
times the
it
time.
would be it would be one perception for every fucking room, every fucking shelf.
I mean, if
It's
by
not
room, it
like
wouldn't be that bad.
It would.
You take a
'Cause,
20,
like,
people
What
are
if
gonna
everyone
be
goes
waking
to a
up.
different...
Bro, what the fuck?
God.
I love that
Hold on, hold on.
earlier in the chat, Pat was like, "Oh, like we're not gonna find all the golden gems that clearly exist." Nah,
Hold on.
Pat. Look at your fucking perceptions. Look at your fucking perceptions.
No, hold on
Bro,
a second.
what the fuck?
Nori, you're making a perception check next, right?
I'm
I told them
watching
to
the-
stay and watch the guys.
I'm watching the
So
prisoners.
I guess, wait.
Fuck.
We technically are bringing them to a room, so you can do a perception check on that room.
Nori. Hermione potential. Do better.
What does that mean?
Roll twice, take the higher result.
Okay.
Lord knows we need it. I've got like one first level spell left.
I'm gonna roll a 1 and a 2.
Did
I
you
swear
say
to
roll
fucking God.
twice, take the highest result?
Yeah, higher result, yes.
Okay,
Hey,
this
that's
is
not
the
correct.
thing.
I think this works.
This is the thing.
do it
If I
again.
come back, if we had
No, that didn't work.
If I come back and we haven't found anything, I'm going to roll procession. And if I roll
Fucking
high, I'm going to
wow.
laugh so hard.
Oh my god,
So
you
it's
guys.
17?
Be right back.
Because the first one is not counting correctly because it's a 7, but he's not adding the 7.
It says 20 D1s.
That means Pat dropped the lowest one.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he only rolled 1 D20, so...
Yeah, it didn't work correctly.
You're
So
supposed to
that's-
do. You're supposed to do
Yeah.
2d20 d1.
I should have done parentheses.
Oops, even I fucked that up by not adding the.
But yeah,
the
so you got a
roll.
17. That's something.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
mine's working correctly. Rolled a 17 and
Yeah.
a 16. Dropped the lowest.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, I got a 17.
Uh,
I rolled my dice. Like, I don't need that.
Alright, I'll give Pat the fucking 17 for the first floor, which is. What, you took them back in, like, the lounge, right? And you're just watching them on the couch, just piled up on a couch or something? A man and 2 goblins with a fucking corpse in a little. What did Kieran say he put on it?
A
Tarp?
blanket? Or a tarp? One of
Yeah.
those.
That wasn't everyone's rolls, right? Surely there's somebody else, right?
No, we really rolled 2, 2, 2, 3.
Yeah,
So
we
I
all got.
Technically, we are missing Joe, but
Yeah, and I kind of
Yeah.
have.
he's kind of
Hold on.
blind.
Joe,
Alright.
I'm rolling 20.
I think Joe popped
Yeah,
out.
he's
I
here right
smell them.
Because you got him.
Smell
Alright.
everything.
I mean, to be fair, the mud may have a smell.
Alright, well, I will give you guys the obvious, whereas you guys are scrounging through the rooms. Jeez. People on man, fucking terrible. Honestly, shouldn't have even found everything I mentioned last week. Fuck it. With your
Well, if you're
with
all
your
in the
combined-
same room, because it counts
with
as
your
assisting.
combined efforts. I was getting to that, Pedro.
By
I
my
will-
powers combined.
I'll say that you guys find, like, 38 bottles and, like, all niced up in the middle of one of the rooms that you break into. With, honestly, if your checks, I think you would just think these are regular teeth, but you guys have detect magic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Alright,
also
so.
have Arcana / Spellcraft.
so
I also
you-
have tech psychic significance, if that helps any. I don't think
So-
it will, but.
Some of these things detect as, like, feign illusions, enchantments. I think the skill slug's a divination, actually. But anyways, you'll pick up, like, little spritzes of magic that'll aid you to look towards things. And you'll find, like, a drawer that has a few teeth in it that detect as magic, and a few teeth that don't. You'll find in another room a few bottles of what appears to be a moist dirt. And then there are a few slugs imprisoned in a bottle of sorts, tinged with a dark yellow-brown. The creature itself appears to be writhing very slowly, as if it was gasping for air in a way. We're talking a war, so you just kind of see it going mouth.
Gross.
And like I said, the most important thing is there's one room that just has a fucking crate of Fox's Cunnings.
The brew.
Can I try and identify the things besides the Fox's Cunning? Or I guess I should do those as well to know what they are. So
Yeah, go ahead and try and identify
I
them.
assume it's Spellcraft. So
Is that right, Pat? I keep fucking those up. Is it spellcraft for just items?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so weird to me. You'd think it's all Arcana, right?
Arcana's for active spells.
It's so weird.
I guess
it
let's
just
go
seems
one by
backwards
one.
to me, doesn't it?
okay,
Like
so
we've had
that's
this
the
conversation
mud.
like 55,000 times. For the mud, I don't think that identifies it. Sorry.
Okay,
I'll
that's
give
for
it.
teeth.
I believe that identifies that.
Then it's the
Teeth of good
Slug?
posture. Don't ask how
I'm gonna
they
say
work.
slugs, but I don't. So I probably identified the the brain slugs, and I guess
Yeah,
now the
it's funny
potions.
that it's called a slug when it's literally like a little
Oh.
parasite. Oh.
I don't
Oh,
think I know
sorry.
the
I
potions.
saw Hanzo's potion. Man, you're like, man, these are Kitsune sodas. Hell yeah! I love this brand. They're a little. They seem a little flat. You drink one. Oh shit!
By the
That's
way,
not what these are at all.
You can also attempt to identify potions through taste. 15 plus caster level.
I'm not going to try and taste anything related to these goblins.
I'm just letting everybody know.
I mean,
Fair.
that's fair. I already rolled spellcraft for the potions, though.
I mean, I think you're fine on that with the 26.
Rolled
and
potions for the spellcraft.
And
yeah,
then-
I was about to say for.
And you
Alright.
got a 20 for the mud. Do you want to do for the thief as well?
Alright.
I thought you got the already.
Now, looking down at
Oh,
the
yeah, I think I got
spellcraft DCs for how spellcraft DCs work, Pedro, that's a fail, that's a fail, that's a success. Jason, that's a fail. Jason, that's a success. I'm just gonna skip over your 11 there, Pedro.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Okay.
the teeth just to see if I can get it.
It's a 20, by the way.
I think I got
got
it.
Yep. You guys don't know what the bottle of slightly magical dirt is, but between you two, you know that one is the elocution tooth, the elocution tooth, the fucking pronunciation tooth.
Yeah.
When you place it in an open socket in your mouth, go ahead and figure out how that works. It translates any of the wearer's crude, poorly chosen words into the finest grammar and diction. The excellent enunciation and polysyllabic utterances grant you a +4 competence on diplomacy and perform oratory checks. The other is a skill slug, a tiny segmented parasite incubated primarily in exposed brains of imprisoned Callborn. Long as a baby's finger and twice as plump, they are quivering gastropods. They draw sustenance from memory fragments extracted from those Callborn. A measure of memories live within the slugs, and when consumed, you eat it up. It gives you a +10 competence bonus on a single intelligence-based skill for 1 hour.
Ew.
The Swallower also counts as trained in the skill, even if you don't have ranks in it.
Well, we may not know what the dirt is, but I think we have enough evidence here.
If you'd like with that, you could give me a lanes check.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have that.
Alrighty.
Let me check here. I do not have planes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
Are we just assuming that everyone's all together, or like?
I mean, outside of the people that need to.
After your
Watch over.
searches, I'll let you guys say you're all together, just so.
Because I have planes, but I don't know.
You need every help you guys can get, apparently. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see what I was mentioning about our rule sometimes?
Let's fucking
I
roll
mean-
20, man.
You guys didn't roll awful on the mud. It just seems like the mud has like a fucking weirdly huge.
Yeah,
Gas
it's also
level.
part of the how the perception also went.
I meant the perceptions more than the mud.
Yeah.
The mud we can try again tomorrow.
Unless we want to take it, we don't even need to, because with the rest we already have enough to pinpoint some things on this man, especially with the fucking worms.
I was talking about us taking it for ourselves, but I mean, if we want to leave it, that's fine. But it could be worth something, or I guess nothing too as well. But that's a gamble we can take.
Whip it.
That was Whip It. Am I missing something here?
Okay, so is anyone going to do the actual planes check, or?
Do you want me to do it? I'll do it.
You telling
I mean,
him
I think
that
you
would,
and Kieran are the only ones that can.
What are you telling them that would have them roll for the planes check? That thing I said.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at least my character is basically explaining every. Actually, was that something I found out or that Whippet found out?
That's what Whippet understands. Skill slug.
If you said something, I'll make
I
it
don't think
more
you rolled for
clear.
the slug, so I think you. It's
I didn't
only.
think. I thought. Yeah, that was you.
Oh,
who had it.
sorry. That is
Yeah.
Hanzo then. My bad.
Yeah, I didn't.
When I was looking
I mean-
over the list of how much you failed, I just kind of assumed Whippet covered everything. My bad. You're right,
I'll tell him
Hanzo.
anything
That's
I.
what you got from the slugs.
Yeah, we're just like you're taking it up, looking at it, and you're like, I don't get this, and you hand it off to me.
I mean, I would describe anything I know / suspect.
You hand me the bud, and I go, it's not from this plane of existence.
And it slides in like.
Yeah,
Indian.
if you guys would like to, go ahead.
I just hand it
Don't
off.
worry, I rolled shit anyway.
Wrong.
Well, it's not like
Nice, I rolled a 5.
I'm finally back. My
I'm
computer.
back. They're asking you to roll like perception to like hear or something because it was so bad.
Harmony potential.
Very cool. I am.
I just
Because the thing is, I got to my computer, and my computer decided to get a case of the Zargics, and also my screen wasn't working. And I'm like, uh-oh, they can be good. Getting onto Roll20, let me log in. Let me in. Let me in.
All right, Kieran,
so
that's enough.
nice.
I haven't listened yet.
Allborn are a species of telepathic planar scholars that hail from the ethereal plane. They're united by a species-wide shared memory. So this skill slug is from another plane, or more than like I said, something that you would maybe identify as
I guess we can now book them for slavery.
It's from an imprisoned, like, extraterrestrial creature.
We can book them for slavery, forcing people to work against their fucking will, kidnapping.
Now, they are some kind of psychic thing, so surely Whippet would be able to, like, notice the, psychic suffering. I don't think you're aware that Whippet is psychic. I'm just saying it's something.
Yeah, no. Whippet's been casting detect psychic significance, so he would have.
Yeah, so if it's not here, is what I'm getting at.
No worries. In other words, whatever was captured isn't in this room.
The house, really, but yeah. No, when Kieran examined the 3rd floor and rolled like a fucking 13 or something, that wasn't him like opening the attic, looking in to like see this weird psychic like malformed creature thing. Just goes, nothing around here, chief, and just goes back down. Also, Joe, thank God you got Hermione potentialed and you didn't roll that nat 1.
Yeah.
Whippet is now out of first level spell slots.
Nice.
And second level spell slots.
Less nice.
I'm doing Ruff McGruff with fucking sniffing out crime.
With your ability to sniff things out, you happen to find those 2 bottles of Fox's Cunning I didn't give you. Making it a nice round 40, perhaps -1 if Pedro wanted to drink his favorite fizz. And, Joe, something that seemingly does not detect as magic to these chuckle nuts, but you're capable of smelling as something that many a goblin has worn. I don't know how you're doing that, but 24 perception's letting you. As you sniff out, going, many goblins have worn this. As you take this thing and you really put it on your nose.
Oh no.
It's a simple black leather brace.
Oh.
What is this?
I
I rub through the thing, David, to see if I can
Edible.
find any inscription.
No, it appears to be,
Smooth.
well, as smooth as leather is. It's more like it's not so smooth. The sensation of the leather is smooth, but it is cloistered with many bands around it. Like, it's got like 3 buttons on each side and like 8 fucking pieces of string holding it together. Like, it loops around each button, and there's another 2 straps between each button. There's just it. If you were to put this on, it would be like really tight. It's like a corset for your fucking arm.
looking at I'm with Zargik, so I'm like, what you got there?
I have no idea. I cannot visualize this, even though I'm touching it.
Sorry.
Alright, let me look at it. No, he didn't mean it like that.
It's just joking to visualize. So I'm like, I'm pretty stupid, ain't I?
And then I'll look at it. Then you're like, what's this?
It's a slim black leather bracer. It easily fits onto your wrist, and it's got a bunch of tightening cords.
I'm like, let me see that thing.
Okay, and I'll give it over.
It's goblin size, so that means that it's endless size.
I just imagine you just put it on your wrist as if it's one of those like slap wrist things, like eh.
Yeah, that's what she does. Just ow. That she's like, that wasn't the item, that was me. Just seems like a bracer.
It's unlikely you guys are going to naturally cause the magic to function, but if you feel like role playing with Inma here, since G. Steven has it on, if the wearer of this band is aware of any action that could cause a creature's attitude toward the wearer shift negatively, they acquire this information prior to performing such an action, alerted to them by the band really fucking gripping onto them, like it tightens itself.
So it reacts to bad emotions towards the wearer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Leave it away. Get it away from me.
No, I've got it on. I'm gonna say something to whip it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I guess it's telling me that I'm doing good because it's pissing off with it.
Yeah. So if you want to roleplay that, go ahead. And whenever it does that, detect magic people can see an incredibly faint divination aura.
I love how it's gonna be something's gonna happen. You're gonna get him to say "fuck" out.
I know.
This is
I
a
know
very
exactly.
a
what
monotone
You
fuck.
want to steal from gnomes.
You're going. Steven, I know.
Inma's just gonna walk up to like to like whip it, and he's just gonna be like, "Why is this tight?" Why is this
I'm sorry, Steven, but I think I know it's gonna happen.
That's fucked up because that wouldn't actually make
What do you
Whippet
mean?
dislike you.
No, it's just the funny thing. It was like it probably won't be as strong, but like if we ever get distracted and we just have a fucking Peter Griffin Zargik falling down the stairs.
And I'm just like, oh, the thing's tightening up. I don't think you like that.
I do hate the idea of Inma being like, and these are the stairs, and she puts her hand on your back, and it's like, ow, why is this getting tight? Like she was getting ready to push you.
Zargik at the bottom of the stairs in a fucking Peter Griffin pose. This is such a great moment that I kind of feel like getting that drawn. Time to commission Zargik at the bottom of the stairs.
You have to draw him with like blind mole glasses to show that he's been blinded.
It just has to happen every time I play a martial. I just need to fall down some stairs. That's the pre-requirement.
Yeah.
This is why I don't.
Happens with me.
So adjective. A few bottles of dirt, which appear as slightly magical, but you can't figure out what the fuck it does, so I just leave them there. A crate of 40 potions of Fox's Cunning. Maybe 39. Are you sure you don't want to drink one, Pedro?
Yes, I am.
Does anyone
I do
have
have-
spellcraft?
It'd
I
give
do
you a
have
plus-
spellcraft.
It'd give you a +4.
I have spellcraft.
Don't we need to be able to see?
Technically, you just need to be able to
No.
hunt.
Yeah, I need to be able to maneuver it.
Does Inma also have spellcraft? Because that would give us 2 more chances.
Oh, sure. I'll fucking spellcraft. You ready for this? Let's go.
And
May roll a 20.
And in addition to that nice little decorative black lace band found, you have found no less than 10 of these little slugs inside of a glass compartment of a... Okay, let me make sure you're aware of this. Each slug is inside of its own little jar, and those are inside of a... You know how chemists have that little glass thing where all the vials go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the centrifuge to spin them.
Well, not the centrifuge, but more just the thing that holds the vials in place.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's like
The cabinet.
there's like a row of those, like a little like a Lego board of those, just full of about 10 vials, and those slide into a wooden compartment inside of one of the. It's a shelf essentially, and the shelf has a little glass door, so you can have an idea of where they are. So there's like 10 of them there, just at random amongst other things that you're finding. More than anything else, with your horrible perception checks, you really just find that there are just documentations of things fucking everywhere. But what you can make out of heads or tails of this is neither here nor there, not with your checks. I mean, you might find something where it's like, just to give you some things, maybe Jimimorn has like some documentation where he is paid 25 gold for the capture of a goblin. But that is neither really that illegal, considering how he has to have been acquiring these, and also
He's also admitted
obvious. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Dave, I only have one thing to ask. Anything in Braille?
No, sorry.
Damn.
That being said, it's technically illegal because, as we've discussed, enslaving sapient creatures is illegal in the Iron Empire.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's
technically
just one. That's not something
capturing
that will put him
them.
to jail. It might just be something extra to add to the.
What's the thing is, you can't prove he's enslaving them. You can just prove he's been capturing them.
I mean,
I think we can prove he's been doing other things to them that
the
are probably
slugs
not
are
legal.
pretty bad, David.
I know it doesn't look great, but I'm just saying, like, you're not finding great, like solid cement proof. Like, you're finding things that look bad but could be explained away.
I mean, not when you put it together, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know. The guard was pretty fucking stupid. Do you remember that asshole?
We still haven't found where he puts the things they steal.
Yeah, we should probably find the basement. That's probably where they're putting it. I hope.
We could tap on every wall to see if one's fake or something.
I mean, we could do that.
Fair.
We could also look for any small holes, because that's probably where they'd be fucking hiding them.
I'll try to smell this metallic scent. I go back to the spot where Gribbet was punched down and almost bled out. Nope, this is blood.
Yep, that blood.
Yeah, blood.
If
Yeah, I guess we can.
If you want to scour over everything, I can treat it as a 20 perception.
Yeah, we probably would at this point. But it's not like it's not like we have many options.
Well, everyone should take a different room then. In that case, like,
Yeah.
I make sure that the bonds on the living goblins are still tight.
Just knock them out harder.
And I guess just to make sure Pat is aware of what he said, just the goblins?
I mean,
Jim
yeah,
Morn is
sure.
also there.
I'll make sure he also. Let's just say the living captives there.
Jim and Morn is in the turtle shell one, David.
Pat, if you want to let it... Pat, please tell me you make the human captives bands loose.
No.
Shame. Alright.
In fact, he makes them painfully tight since, he's a
Oh,
strict.
I think what he meant this time Pat, is that he has
you
them
know
as
what? I'm
tight as
gonna.
different goblins.
He's a spellcaster. I'm gonna gag him.
What?
Yeah, me looking at you, not
With
seeing you at
more
all.
rope. What do you mean with what? I can go,
Alright.
you want me to go get a
With
bed
a
sheet
goblin.
with
Yeah.
the
Take his
goblin?
sock.
Nori,
Grab his sock from his foot and put it there.
Nori,
With the bag.
if you're worried about him casting spells, you need to cover his eyes.
What?
I don't think he's that
How
kind
many
of
times
caster.
are you gonna search this room?
So
Hey.
many
Well,
times.
they're taking a 20, so several times.
About 20 or so. Why you ask?
As many times as it takes.
How many times are you gonna search this room?
As many times as we need to.
Until we find something.
I can't wait till I say, guys, I can hear the gold. It's because already someone else found the gold.
It's when we're paying someone to heal you.
Well, ad block is getting really annoying and losing my fucking vote. Where I roll a fucking GM roll and the fucking a new tab opens. I'm like, fuck, did roll 20 crash? No, ad block's just trying to make me donate to them. Fuck you.
He's a gambler. Maybe you can gamble on this one.
Perhaps if you just donated, you wouldn't get the pop-up.
A person who runs ad block and coded it to do that. You know how some like celebrities get into boxing rings to do like little shitty fights for entertainment or anything? Just meet in front of my house, no recording. I just want to beat the shit out of you.
Hey, yeah, putting an ad in your ad
I'm
block
surprised you're not using uBlock Origin.
I am.
I've never gotten one of those.
Same.
I run both because uBlock doesn't get rid of everything that AdBlock does.
They're fairly
not.
consistent.
I haven't had any ads come through.
Yeah, they may go like a few days when a site introduces a new ad code, but then they're like, no, fuck ads, fight.
Right, that's why you gotta run both. I really hate ads. But yeah, if AdBlock keeps doing that, I'm just gonna uninstall it, I guess, since it's just as annoying. Anyways, you guys spend a few hours turning down everything. There's the study where Pat is, or whatever it is, the lounge. It's the room that down the hallway is the large room with all of those books, 2 couches, and what was once a giant window. There are 2 other rooms on the first floor, which leads into another room with books, and then another room is an actual like office of sorts, but it also has adorned in it fucking 5 more bookcases plus all the documentation that he's been dealing with. In that time, fortunately, you can find some kind of lockbox that contains something jingly inside, but unfortunately, you can't find the fucking key yet. And as you go up to the second
It
floor,
jingles miserably.
yeah,
Break it.
I mean, would you like to? They're doing this for hours because I'm trying to express the point that searching every nook and cranny of this involves basically like you're checking for secret compartments by moving through the bookcases. There has to be like 10,000 books in this fucking house.
That's
I
my
could
job.
could sans the time to lock, and then we could just open the fucking thing when it's broken.
If you'd
Assuming
like,
no.
I
Oh.
was just gonna give you the key on like the 3rd floor, but yeah.
Save some time just breaking the lock. Except it won't really, but
Would you like to break the lock that way?
I mean, it'd only break it for 4 rounds.
I'll snap it off.
Alright, give me a strength check.
I mean, after its hardness is 0, that gets much easier.
Yeah, I don't know what the hardness of a fucking lock is, but it loses 8.
If it's metal, it's 8.
Well,
I mean, it
yeah,
depends
it's
what
broken,
kind of
it's 0.
metal. But,
It's just I mean, yeah, it's just metal. It's just we'll treat it as iron. The DC is 25 as a disabled device, which I mean, you're just breaking it, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it has 0 hardness now, so I'm just yanking it.
Yeah, it's basically like he put gallium on aluminum, and he went like, nope.
Currently has 30 HP and hardness 15. Holy fuck.
Hardness 15. Well, then we're not getting out of here today, boys.
Well, then we'll
That's-
just find the
that's
Hey,
the-
can find
hey,
the key.
guys,
Yeah.
That's before Sansa time, mind you.
guys, is the box made of the same metal?
Yes.
Can I just pull out the crowbar and stick it in the back side of it and just pop the hinges?
I'm just gonna.
I mean, in the course of the fucking hour or so, I'm sure you could break open the thing. Like by time Inma's like, I found a key. You want to try it? All right, I guess. Fucking 4 people going ape on the fucking lockbox.
I mean, just let Zargid do it.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, yeah,
It's-
he can
it's-
fuck with it because it's not like he's gonna be looking around anywhere.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's just we give him a Rubik's Cube, except he doesn't need dice for this one.
And he's not trying to put it in any uniform order. He's trying to rip it apart.
Yeah, what most people do to a Rubik's Cube after a while.
But
The lockbox. If we're gonna have Zargik open this, we can let you guys briefly be super happy. Zargik, the lockbox contains quite a few jingly coins and lots of papers. He must be loaded with Iron Empire money. Nori, who I assume is in the same room just watching this, like a good couple hundred coins like spill out of the lockbox and like what appears to be like 50, 80 fucking receipts.
Hey,
Yes.
so Zargid's opening it?
Yeah, Zargik's just fucking, Patrick like fucking fixing the thing at Mr.
Dollar
Krabs'
bill.
house.
Yeah, it's like, may I see those
This.
papers?
he's also blind.
We have technology.
We have technology.
Oh, shit.
Nori asked to see the papers.
I will hand them over.
Alright. I like the idea that Zargik like picks up all the receipts, puts them next to his ear, goes like fucking a man spreading money. You know how people do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, we
I
got
am
a couple
going to
hundreds.
attempt a linguistics check. Actually, what do these receipts say?
All right. A majority of the receipts follow the kind of common. Give me a second. Let me make a receipt better so I can actually. You would have. Okay, here's the best way I could explain it. They are just the acquisition of goblins that people have paid him for. This is his end of like paperwork. I just don't want to like try and come up with like, yes, to the foolies you have one Gribbosh, so I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to come up with names and places and shit.
Yeah, it's like have 1912 Harvest Lane, which is a terrible thing to say because that implies there's a 1912, which means there's gotta be 1911 down to 1.
It actually started at 1901.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some rich guy
Okay,
just
are they all that, or is anything different?
I said a majority of them are that. There are a few that may not line up if you gave me a linguistics check.
Gonna.
Really, he's got linguistics. He's a
I do.
contract guy.
I do.
Yeah, don't
In my
forget.
contract,
you will.
it says that I will dictate and scribe for my
You'll
contractual.
dictate? Yo.
It
So if you
does.
just start writing that on your body, it's your contract. So you can dictate to us.
And was over here like, he said he's gonna take dick? What?
Remember Fujiyoshi's of our streams? Just know that Pat is a dick taker.
Wow.
He's also a cunning linguist.
Damn.
That's true.
He's also fucking like
my
late in the middle
diplomacy
age.
I also have excellent penmanship. My diplomacy improves to 0 when I try to proceed with written message.
Oh,
Alright, Pat. Receipts. Of interest, some of the people have come here multiple times collecting other goblins, which implies some interesting things. I'm not going to tell you outright. I think you have an imagination. But the thing that's really of note here, if you're 22, is some of the notes will mention of the addresses that I don't want to make up off the top of my head. Sorry. That, let's say John Smith here was originally living at like 1912 Harvest Lane. Don't quote that, the place doesn't exist on this island. But another address, like a different receipt where he goes to get another gobbo, will say 1910. Again, Flinko doesn't have that many houses. Just an example. You get what I mean.
He's cooking the books by making up addresses.
He's changing the result by measuring them. Alright, how do I say this?
Could also just be
so
horrendous record
there's
keeping.
multiple instances of the same people coming and getting different goblins, or the same goblin?
Different goblins, but also being taken to different houses. So either this one man owns multiple locations that are very close to one another is the main point I'm trying to get at, is about actually constructing a fucking street view for this place, which I don't want to do. But it could also be that they have horrendous record keeping. I mean, who hasn't fat fingered their address by completely making it their neighbors?
Okay. Got it. Is everybody in this room, or just Zargik?
Zargik and you, since you're immediately telling him to give you that. I guess we could put Whippet in here too. He's just a chaos god.
Whippet just like T-poses into the room out of nowhere, glitches through the floor.
Nothing down there.
I'm ignoring that.
I would.
I will point out, it's like there is someone here who has purchased multiple goblins for multiple locations.
Okay, so rich people are fucking weird.
I don't think this man owns that many locations.
So he's cooking his books to make it look like he's selling more than he is.
To help extrapolate on this, it is more than one person, one set of names doing this. Like, let's say it's like Renea and Featherledge, for example. Like more than one set of names show up with different addresses, so something's happening.
Can I take a look at
Okay,
it?
there's multiple people doing it.
Hold on. Give me.
There, you got some names.
All right. Can I get 2 of those addresses? And I say I'm gonna go take a look at those addresses while you guys continue around here.
Sure.
Because it might be
I
that he's
give
using
him the
those-
addresses and the names for those addresses.
Yeah, I don't care about the
Alright.
names. I'm mostly just gonna go check and see if maybe he's using these places as like warehouses.
I mean, I'm not like Zargek's not saying this. It was like I just imagine it's like paint yourself green. Do it.
I'm not gonna go in the building. I'm going to go. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Anyway, I'm gonna take off. We can ignore Whippet for a little bit.
All right.
We already do.
Wow. Fucked up.
Zargek, blind ass, do you want to
Yeah.
roll perception to count your money?
Sure. Look at me rolling perception to count money. Okay, that tracks.
Being able to taste the difference between gold and silver, coding up all your coins here together, you'd say it's around 750 Gs. And that's not including like all those fucking 80 fucking paperworks that are clearly 100 Gs.
How do you know the difference between the taste? Well, some people normally have them in their pockets, so when I'm eating, it's kind of.
Anyone who would put in their safe deposit box a bill lower than 100 grand G is a silly man. Like no one's like, oh, I'm just gonna lock up with this fancy lock and apparently 15 hardness. Fuck me. Well, if someone's gonna correct me later, it's just what I googled off when I said like, what's the break DC of a lock because it doesn't say it on the item.
That's fair.
I'm fucking fidgeting my hand around like I'm Italian, which I guess I partly am. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was rambling about the fucking money that doesn't exist, all those receipts. Anyways, what's the rest of the party doing? They're going up to the second floor to find out the skill slugs and mud and teeth that I already mentioned. You find the second crate of Fox's Cunning, which is completely empty. Fucking 7,000 more books you go through trying to find secret levers. The chemistry kind of room where the mud and skill slugs and other things were, with the teeth. There are other things of perhaps interest to you if you really want to try and salvage absolutely every nail from this fucking wooden house. Like, there are tools for pulling out teeth, like dentistry tools. I'm sure that must sell for a fucking pretty penny. What's the word of that thing? Pliers. So, yeah, there's bits and bobs about.
A hammer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're particularly cruel trying to get a tooth out, I bet a hammer would work.
I mean, it's part
He
of
just
the
tells the
old
goblin,
tools
if
and
you behave,
trade.
you get the pliers. If you don't, you get the hammer.
There is I guess, a single room where the goblins seem to sleep. There is one bed and not much else of value. But just since you are turning the house upside down here, it is just a kind of like pigsty. Like you can see on the wooden floor in the center of the room a kind of like festering mold spot. It's not live or anything, but the warped perspective of the center of this room is blackened and it kind of like spreads out in like a circle slightly. You don't think it's like a creature or anything, but filthy goblins have been piling up in the center of the floor for God knows how long now, that it has actually damaged the property.
Whenever his goblin is too bad, they sit there and get exploded.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. On the third floor, things
it's that magic trick for the fireball that makes it smaller.
on the third floor for things of interest. Other than the fact that Jimamorn has a really nice, like, feather down swan ass bed, like the fucking when Inma's using her 20 to just check out everything and she touches the bed, Inma just slowly is like getting in bed like I gotta check this out.
Wait, hold on.
This is gonna
Hold
be
on, where's the fucking
Yes, Steve.
hold on. Fucking just this happening. David. Okay. No.
Yeah, this is a really nice bed though. Like this is like a nobleman's bed. Go figure.
I'm stealing.
Oh,
I'm
no
stealing
way.
it, I'm stealing it. She's like, Inma's like, I want to steal this.
Overlooking the
I think that will
window.
be harder.
Overlooking the window, there appears to be a table. You know, like a little study. Again, it's this room, this house, fucking thousands of books. Honestly, if you really wanted to steal them all, that's got to be worth a pretty penny. Just the fucking collection itself. But on the table is a mostly blank piece of papyrus, and there is a feather quill and inkwell. Reading it, I don't think Inma will make heads or tails of what little is on the paper.
Probably not. What the fuck? I don't have linguistics. I fucking open my bag. No, so what do you think about this? Nosy, what do you think?
Does your familiar actually have
Yeah,
linguistics?
does it have linguistics?
That's a good question. I don't know if it does. I think that actually, I think that motherfucker has. Hold on. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Does he?
I mean, what you're trying to do, Steven? I mean, I'm not close to you, so I can also say
Oh, never
anything.
mind. I forgot. He has. I think they have like a praise or some shit like that.
All right. So when you open up your bag, you're like, "What do you think of this, Nasoi?" Nasoi looks up at you, and it's just doing the fucking really.
No soy, no
I'm
soy.
like, I was asking. God.
I didn't say it said really. It's looking at you like really.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
There's
okay,
no
okay.
need to be so uppity with me.
I'm
Just
just
looks
I
at
gotta
you.
wait until once at next level he'll be treated as an actual Nasoi.
okay.
He just looks
in my
at you and he's
head.
like, no
In
soy,
my
no
head,
soy.
he looks like a black crow from Wakfu.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just think of him as like a Pokemon. Just responds with no soy, no soy.
He's like, I'll
He never
kill
knows
you.
anything then.
David, oh my
Alright.
god, that's on the soy. He can actually get some good shit. Invisibility at will on self only. Speak with dead, hide from undead, sound burst. Hey, wait, what the fuck? Profession scribe. What?
Yeah.
He needs to write up to that.
Alright.
My divine servant's really good at being a divine servant.
Yeah, go
Hey.
figure. Steven. Also, you find a key. And not that it does anything anymore. And you find a spell book. Amongst all the other piles of books fucking everywhere, his spell book is under his pillow and fairly easy to find.
She's like, I should have known. Puts it back underneath there.
Fair enough.
No joking. She's gonna take it, but after she finishes, after someone makes
You're
her
going
get
to
out
take
of
it
the
alongside
bed.
the bed.
First spell, unnatural lisp.
I can believe it.
Oh no,
That's
sorry.
how,
The first
that's how
spell.
we get him to prison, by holding legal spells.
My bad. That's untrue. The first spell is the one that makes someone undress themselves. Then it's a natural.
Shamefully dressed.
Yeah.
Well, if you're leaving the spell book there, I won't give you the spells that I have.
We don't have a wizard.
Fair enough. Still a
David,
There's
spell
no
book.
it's a joke. I said it's a joke. I'm still
Oh,
taking
okay.
the spell book.
Okay, alright. I was gonna say, like, it's still money to you fucking scavengers.
I mean, yeah, but
How
then
would
do we need to know the
We're
spells?
not wizards. We don't know the cost of spells.
Fair enough. You should leave that there, Steven. That's his personal
Hey,
property.
I'm still a spellcaster. I know what things are worth.
Do you?
Would you?
I have the ranks in it for it, I believe so.
As a spellcaster, knowing the worth of things, then surely these fucking 10,000 books must accumulate to something at least around 10,000 gold if you have the fucking ability to transport it.
A spell book, because it's not technically magical, Pedro. The skill to do it is a praise. Do you
Okay,
have a
never
praise?
mind then. But my
Okay.
mother was a wizard, so I know they need to be worth something.
Did someone say a praise?
I mean, it's a spell book. It's
I mean,
not
you're
magical.
the one holding the book. Hey, what's this book look? What's this gobbledygook on this book worth?
To be fair, the only thing that the praise will kind of do is that it's very nice ink in a very nice book.
Oh, fuck me. I should give you an exact value for that check, but,
The bird.
I don't know. I'd have to calculate it. I don't want to. It's
We can wait till
late.
later. We can wait till later, dude.
It's
You ain't gotta do it right now.
I can give you an approximation. Give me a second.
I mean, yeah, there's the example spell books. You can probably get it out of there.
That's why I'm getting an approximation based on level.
He's a bitch and a half. Bitch and a half. Bitch and a half.
I mean, he's at least 5th.
There's no way they're this cheap. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're pretty cheap, David.
That's insane. They should not be this cheap. The fucking price of
The
constructing
reason
this.
spell books are important is because wizards value them.
No, it's the thing is, David is thinking of my spell books, and I every time I play wizard, I'm absolute spell fiend.
Just the
Yeah, you
cost
go out
of
of your
putting
way.
this shit.
Is
I'm
that
just saying.
is that a scroll in the loot? Not anymore.
I'm just saying the cost of filling out a spellbook with the spells in here should cost way more than what this costs. But
I mean, no,
anyways,
I mean, actually,
Steven,
it's
like
pretty cheap.
like 1,000 gold.
That's pretty good. That's so much nights of room and board. So many nights of room and board.
Like
That's airship fare.
Yeah, that's their shit for right there.
she's like nice.
That's
And
enough
that's
for
why
ship
the
purchase.
David, like it wasn't in my in was looking thinking about it. No, so it came out the bag like. Oh, it's about 1,000. Like,
Money.
fucking, why are you like this?
Inma's sliding the book back. It would be wrong to take this. And then Nisoi smells like broken here.
Emma's like, he called me broke earlier. He called us all broke earlier. I am no longer broke. This is mine. All right.
Don't think broke now is back.
All right, Pat. I think sometime during your hours of turning this house into a fucking
Crime scene.
yeah, that's maybe the best way to put it. After spending hours of turning this crime scene into a crime scene.
Hey, crime scene investigation. Okay.
Gribbet and the old man and the goblin that never had a chance all kind of wake up awfully, and honestly, the old man should have woken up way earlier since he had only like -2 HP or something. But
Was taking a nap.
yeah, he was taking a nap. He wasn't gonna do anything even if he woke up early. He's fucking bound and tied up, and he didn't even ask for this.
Nobody asks for it. They just get it.
He asked for it when he called us broke.
Is anybody in the room with me?
You Who wants to be in the room with him? I'm fine with nobody. If Pat just wants to be like, yeah, I
It's
would like
me.
to kill them. Oh, it's
I'm
Zargik.
here.
Zargik can't see you. Zargik can't see
They're
you kill
waking
them.
up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I pull out my sword.
No. No.
Okay.
Hanzo told me to keep them alive and secure.
I put my sheath on the sword and then, like, do the Constanza pose.
Nori debates. Nori punches the goblin and the old man. Gribbet, the goblin.
Okay.
You know what's funny, Pat? That was exactly what I was thinking. Like, you should punch them.
He knows.
Yeah, good
like
job.
he's debating. It's like he didn't say not to punch them.
Oh,
so.
Kieran, come on. Good.
Hmm?
You just read your joke.
Oh yeah.
All right, Pat. I guess roll to attack the old man.
Oh.
Attack.
I want to see you crit him.
I want to see
I mean,
feel it.
he's bound, so.
Like,
So don't roll a 1.
Yeah, so coup de grace.
don't
I'm
roll
not-
a 20.
I'm not
Unless you crit on a
going.
19, then don't roll that as well.
Yeah, don't roll a 1 or a 20.
That's true. The old man's helpless. You can auto crit him. Go ahead.
I think I hit him.
Yeah, you hit him.
No.
But I'll let you auto crit him if you like. He was helpless. Go ahead. Kill.
Kill.
No.
What is it? There it is.
That just has to roll like 8 on damage to like seriously actually cause lasting harm.
Oh. Uh-oh.
He does 8
Don't
damage.
forget, the man had like 6 HP to his name.
I mean, it's non-lethal. That helps.
Yes, but as soon as you do more than 6 non-lethal damage, all the rest of it turns into lethal. He's that frail.
This man only have 6 HP.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why my 7 damage knocked him down.
It's pretty crazy.
Ah!
Nice. Alright, Nori. You're pretty sure that when you punch somebody like that, you don't hear bones cracking. And you're pretty sure he doesn't begin bleeding out, but he is. What would you like to do?
Not the
Fuck,
concussion.
I can't believe I stabilized. What the fuck?
Apparently, you don't need to do anything, Pat.
I don't know that.
Yeah, Pat doesn't know
I mean,
that.
I know.
He
Don't worry.
punched an old. He
What you
punched an
don't
old
seem to
man.
understand is all of his body
before I
blood goes back into his
do
body.
that,
I want
do
Nori to have
that,
done
I punch
some-
Gribbet.
Sure, I mean that wasn't really an issue. You can punch Gribbet. I just the
Oh no, he's
way
lying. Hold on, Goblin first.
it's just the way like Nori's like I'm going to use the ancient Strix technique known as the Heartstopper. Punch. Here's like fucking 15 ribs crack. Mortal Kombat like fatality noise. That wasn't good.
No, it's alright. He's just doing the wobbly stand there thing. I didn't do the fatality. He's fine.
Hey, I think I punched him too hard.
Tragic.
Why would you do that?
Punch him again.
Well, but you're not here.
That's not the point. We know it. Listen, if you listen to what I say, then that's your fault. We've been over this.
I don't know if a 14 would have stabilized offhand. I'd have to go check, but I'm not going to.
I think it's
be
10.
stabilized.
It's 10 plus the negative.
At -2, so
So it would be
Yeah.
12, I
Yeah.
believe.
Huh.
Yeah.
yeah.
No. First
I
aid.
love simple arithmetic.
First aid is 15.
First
No
aid's
way.
15. All right. Well, either way, I rolled a 15 minus 4, so I'm good.
Very well. I mean, he's good now. Oh, there goes a rib.
Zargik's like all me.
Did you hear at the end, David?
Yes, that's a rib.
I said, there goes a rib.
Zargik is so skilled with his sculptures and having messed with people's bodies before that he can just kind of mold like Play-Doh his bones back into place.
You should stop drinking.
I don't know, if I was in his shoes right now, I think this would cause me to start drinking.
Fair.
I don't think you can drink in jail, but actually you can. You just need to make it yourself.
I mean, depends what you want to drink.
Fair.
You know, I've been mentioning the books and everything, but there's a burnt shoe box if you guys want to take that.
What?
The little shoe rack that you guys set on fire.
Oh, okay, that's not a box.
That's not you guys. That was all Hanzo.
It's a wooden array of empty cubes that should contain shoes. They didn't. But I mean, it was set on fire. It's a nice wooden piece. It's a conversation starter. Go ahead and steal it.
Could really draw the room together. If only
Really turn
It
this house into a
definitely-
home.
it'll definitely attract conversation with all the scorch marks.
Yeah, I guess you fucking punch them back into unconsciousness. The morning sun is beating through the fucking open hole in the back since there's no window there anymore. You guys, having turned the house, every fucking book, I just assume the floors are riddled with paperwork as you guys have pulled out, like, you know, the Tuscany of rice, and you throw that on the ground, and you pull out the next book. You know, what now, brown cow, throw that on the book. The courage of the Otterman, fucking throw that on the ground. Like, there's nothing fucking of value here. It just seems like a hodgepodge of random knowledge of the world. Surely this tiny Akashic record would be impressive if any of you gave a damn.
I would give a damn, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, as you read through the titles, Joe, what you get are... And... So, you know...
Yeah.
My character would also give a damn, except right now we need to find something else, so he's...
His Akashic records kind of suck ass since he has no braille.
Not very cash money of him.
I can't believe this house is not accessible.
This house is not a home.
I'm going to make the house extra flammable with all the books.
I mean,
I mean-
I don't think any of us plans on firing anything, so...
I
Someone
cast
cast
spark.
Yeah!
It was immediate.
Please don't.
It's like I'm getting a message from beyond. An old man, broken and feeble-bodied.
Sorry, I meant to say
He's
this
telling
wheel
me-
is not a home.
He's telling me to cast spark.
Well, then don't listen.
Tell him no.
Disembodied voices don't want what's good for you.
Will say you guys should probably become tired at some point during this too, just because you guys never fucking rested now that I think about it. But before we
Alright,
do
everyone. There's a
before-
big bed upstairs.
before we do that, Whippet wandered off to these addresses. Whippet,
Yeah.
while it's still night, as we rewind a bit, you walked down to one of the addresses. I don't know if there's one that you cared about in particular. Just one of them, right?
Well, the addresses I was going to were whatever two addresses I ended up going to were going to be ones that were owned by the same person. You know what I mean? Just like-
Yeah, no, I get that. It's good to elaborate, though. I get that. But yeah, I assumed you were trying to like one of the what do we call their names? Featherledge or Renea's, like one of the, like you go to two houses that Featherledge says they had. Featherledge. They.
Yep, sounds good.
So it's like fucking 2 a.m. dark out. You go up to this one address. It's a little house. I guess for clarification, it's bigger than you.
What a shock.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair. It could be one of those cases where, oh, I go to this other sweet house and it's just a dog house.
yeah, I didn't want to be like, you go up to a little house, it's a doll house. No, it's just some fucking house. It appears to be one of the houses that the more noble people own, but it's not like really nice. It's like the hireling shop that you just came from. It is not sandwiched between buildings, like it's not connected by wall, but it's close enough that through the fencing that there's like the front yard is the steps essentially, and the backyard is just like a water heater. But it's nicer than living like a peasant, you know what I mean?
So it's not quite a row home, but it's close.
Yeah, it's like our middle class, if you get what I mean.
We still have a middle class?
Well, anyways, you get what I mean. It's just a little house. It's just a little house, like 2 stories kind of thing. There's more of them nearby, if you get what I mean. But
You're good. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
So, what are you doing to this person that I would like to now give a shotgun in case he thinks you're trying to take his daughter? I'm just saying you're just off. He's sleeping. He doesn't even see you. Just for what it's worth, like so you know, I'm not fucking with you negatively. But this is like the start of like a serial killer story or something. Like, you know, the man wakes up, rubs his eyes, goes down to like his first floor to grab a glass from the sink and fill it with water from the tap. Turns outside, he goes, and there's this whippet there with a receipt in his hand, staring ominously at the front door.
I'm the
This is
Buffalo.
the first time a short little man tried to steal my daughter.
So
And it
the only
won't be the
counterpoint to
last.
that image is, yes, the fact that the guy that is outside the receipt is the size of a child.
Honestly, makes it scarier.
Exactly.
You know what? That's actually fair.
Yeah.
So what's their plan here, birthday gnome?
No. I guess I gotta check to make sure that this place has actually got people living in it. Because if it does, so like, let me see if I can go up to a window and look inside real quick.
Alright.
Maybe it's going to make you go into the room of the daughter.
I assume you're just checking like a first. I assume you're just checking like a first story window, yeah?
If I can, yeah.
You don't see anyone, just like you don't see a body or anything, but it's set up like people live in it, but it could just be what's the word? Like for show, like a storeroom kind of thing.
I will float up to the second floor to see if I can see.
Oh shit, you can do that? Yeah, there are people. Let me
Yeah,
let me roll. Let me roll. I want to wake up. Let me wake up. This is terrifying. This man, like, he's not waking up. He's not waking up, but like I just imagine the fucking sound of whippet landing on the window and just smearing across it.
Yeah, hold on. I guess I'll roll stealth for you, bud.
There's at least one man. Oh, he's not waking up for that. He's like a -10. Whatever his bonus is. Not gonna.
I could have rolled a 1.
All right, that's fair. I don't think you would still fail if your bonus though.
Fair.
Oh,
Anyway, so yeah, it looks like just a normal person living there.
yeah.
And then I will go to the next address that is owned by this particular person.
Another similar house, considering they are like fucking 2 houses away from one another.
Fair enough. I will do the same bullshit.
All right. All right. As you check for signs of life, the first floor does have signs of life. There is a goblin, I guess you'll identify him as. It's hard to say that he's a goblin. I mean, you didn't roll me a perception necessarily with this, but what you see is a scrunched up, like, you think it's like a pet dog, like it's like a little scrunched up creature, bad posture, like it's like a dog, like, you know, the way it arches its back in its sleep and arm. But unfortunately, it fucking wakes up, So you see it like rise, and you're like, "Oh god, a tiny lycanthrope!" But it's just this goblin as it stands up, puts its like hands on its back, and cracks it forward to stand up straight. And you see this thing start egoring towards the front door.
Okay.
How
I,
You
I'm
want- Yes, Pat.
I'm trying to imagine what egoring looks like.
It's walking with a hunch and a club foot.
all right. Well, I mean, he might have woken up, but that doesn't stop me from just floating up to the second floor to see what's up there.
Correct.
No, my daughter. No.
A pair of humans are sleeping in the bed. One of them does wake up unless you want to roll stealth. But,
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Like you see one of them waking up where it's like you see the woman being like, "Arr." He fucking just like the the picture of the cats Steven posted where they're all happy together. You see her as she's going, and she kind of looks at the window and doesn't see you or anything. Like she sees like the shadows like dancing across the window. She's just like, I hear the goblin move. She just fucking raises her fist and just jabs it into her partner's shoulder. She goes, "Go check on him." She waits for the other guy, and you see him kind of roll out of bed like.
Yeah. Annoyed. Well, I got no reason to stick around there. I'll dip out.
All right. Well, like signs of life you gathered are like 3 humans and a goblin between the 2 locations.
Yeah, so that's like it obviously isn't being used as warehouse, probably.
Right,
like there's
yeah.
no. So breaking into these people's homes is probably not the way to go, but he's probably just got really fucking shitty bookkeeping.
As you fly away, you can hear the guy screaming like, "Bin Bash, how dare you! Bad Bin Bash, bad Grimbo!"
I can't see you. No Christmas. He wobbles his way back into the house after being slapped in the forehead.
Alrighty, so you fly back. Honestly, I don't think it would take you very long overall, but let's for what it's worth. Welcome back. So Whippet flies back. It's getting light out. There's definitely going to be some concern about how much you guys are punching this old man to keep him unconscious. What's up?
I mean, he's got hours till he wakes up now.
I'd guess the ceiling, but I can't see.
Perhaps we take him into the local constabulary and fucking go to sleep.
I mean,
or the other
we
way
have-
around if we're daring.
Did we get the proof
If
yet?
we're daring.
Yeah, do we have enough evidence that isn't circumstantial? Yeah.
Circumstantial.
The story I've gathered here so far is you guys broke into their house, ate their window, fucking killed one of them, and the rest of them unconscious for several hours now. Ruined his book collection, stolen several thousands gold worth of magic items.
And also found incriminating evidence.
Which evidence?
The incriminating kind.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. The most I can see would be the brainworms, just because how they need to be created. But if no one knows what they are, they'll
They're
just.
definitely not kosher.
Did we ever find the basement here, or is there not one?
Didn't find a basement. Do you want to look for a basement? How are you finding the basement?
I'm gonna go look and see if there's actually like a freaking cellar doors on the outside of the building on my way back in.
No.
I'm going to knock every plank of wood on the ground floor until I find it. God knows I have the time.
There's to be fair, there's 2 rooms I never mentioned, but they have there's nothing in them but a toilet.
The shitter room.
one is considerably messier than the other, but again, I didn't think we could cover that ground. But maybe the inclusion of the toilet gives you the idea that there's piping. I don't know.
They flushed all of their gold.
Hey,
I mean, we know that there's got to be something underneath. I mean, most places have basements, right? Or not? Maybe not. In these places.
Do we
They
in
might always
character have an understanding of what how the worms do?
yeah, I explained when you guys rolled the planer that they're made by a.
I understand.
Although-
I meant the one to acquire the skills that he's using to give the goblins.
You put them in the exposed brains of that creature.
Yeah, but I'm yes, but beyond that, I was talking about how
We're
we
wondering
get
how they
the
work
skills.
for people who aren't the brain people. That aren't the
Yeah, the
brain
one that the skills
invaders.
comes from.
You're wondering how, if you wanted to utilize the skills, how you.
No,
Okay,
the
what?
people that got their skills taken from. How they doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, he said it needs to be an exposed brain, so probably that.
The exposed brain is what they put it into. Where he's asking what how it's extracted. How is it that these skill slugs get their skills?
Pull it back out. The skill slugs are a weird parasitic species that eat memory as sustenance. They're just like a weird supernatural quirky creature thing. It's just that somehow this fucking freak has learned that if you pull them out of this creature and consume them, you get like flashbacks of their memory, which translates to a pretty sizable bonus for her.
So does this mean that the creature that he took these off, he just had them eat like maids and butlers and shit to
Kinda,
get
yeah.
these skills? Okay, so
That's
see,
the
that's
impression.
better.
Like I said,
Like,
the
it's
fucking the skill slugs aren't great, no, but you have to like prove that he did that.
I mean, not only. I mean, this is the thing because of the types of skill slugs that these are. Like, it's not coincidental at all.
I think the question is, unless you eat them, I don't know if you know what kind of knowledge they have.
Yeah.
You can mind probe them. Still an organism.
That was right.
I
You can
guess, yeah.
detect thoughts on them.
Detect thoughts. You just hear, "Give me your brain."
Give me a break. Give me
No,
your
we
break.
start
Give me your
thinking
break.
memories dictate.
Give me the garbage.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of psychic magic that allows the sharing of memories and things of the sort. So it's not it's not off completely off the end that we could be able to use these as proof that he was literally. Especially because it depends what memories they get. We might even get incriminating memories out of these bastards.
Yeah. Oh, you put one of the brain slugs inside of Jimmy.
Here's a real question: who the hell has mind probe or detect thoughts?
I mean, not like that. I mean, there will be people that can investigate this better than us.
That's the problem. We'll end up in jail while they do that, and then we
Yeah.
don't get paid because we didn't solve the issue. The people that investigated did.
The entire next session is just with it playing harmonica, going, "Oh, when I was young, my mama said." What's
Yeah,
that?
No, this
if you think Whippet's sticking around that long, that ends up being the case.
this is whip it next round. Right. This is whip it next fucking session.
The falls from Dog Dice.
Whippet's got such a good stealth, I think they would arrest the party and leave the gnome alone.
I mean, yeah, the point is Whippet wouldn't be caught with us, so he'd be our lawyer.
Whippet escaping.
I don't know, if you guys get caught, Whippet's he's not loyal.
Fair.
There's his escape route.
Yo,
You guys
these gnomes ain't loyal. These gnomes.
You guys end up being,
These
No,
no.
they loyal.
end up being my backup character in prison.
That's what
It's
ends
whip
up
it. It's. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking Whip It MK2, and it's just exactly Whip It, but it's a wirewood.
Nah. If Whippet leaves or dies, I'm not just bringing in Whippet's brother.
No, I know. It's just a joke.
I don't like doing that.
If Whippet dies or leaves, can you bring in Bop It though?
I will bring in Boppet the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I
It's
mean,
crazy how he's also a gnome.
Yeah, obviously.
half gnome, half giant. So he's just normal.
My father was a minotaur and my mother was a centaur.
I mean, it's better than the ones like, oh, so your parents were centaurs? Not exactly.
Fucking
Yeah.
Horsehead Race has such a ridiculous name, I can't remember it, but yeah, you have that.
Oh,
And Centaur is the other.
I just call them horse stores.
Yeah, they're a completely regular human. You're a cavalier knight, and your fucking sister is your mount.
Oh.
Oh.
We are not playing Alabama.
I mean, I don't like you hear cavalier mount and assume fucking incest.
Well,
I mean, no, but he would be riding his sister.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well-
okay, man. How do you circumcise a redneck?
No, this is the thing.
I like that
I would.
I like that Pat briefly volunteered to play the fucking full cow man.
I mean, this is the thing. Zargic would love to help out by reading a bunch of documents, which is very high intelligence. But I have an
What?
issue in.
Okay, but
Still,
consider, have you tried opening your eyes?
yes, that's the first thing I did.
Like, Inma immediately points her finger. I'm gonna bone shake you. Shut up. I'm getting tired of you. She was like, I'm sleepy. I had a bed up there that was perfect, and I'm sleepy. I'm going to start bone shaking.
That's not fair. I don't have any spells.
Yeah, I know. This is the perfect time to do it.
Okay, but consider this. What if you don't?
You're making me consider if I don't, and that seems like the worst possible future. Let me just.
Your bones would be left unchecked.
His bones are left unchecked.
Well,
They're so
what
small,
are we
though.
to do?
How fun could that possibly be?
They snap and crunch easier. Right?
Damn. I got dark fast.
Crunchy.
Well, did we manage to get any more evidence?
Oh, I will tell you guys. They appear to just be owned. It's just apparently just multiple houses owned by the same person. Probably like he has his family in them, or they're like probably summer homes or something.
I mean, we could search these other properties, but I don't know how good that would be.
So, have we found the basement here yet? Or do we know if there even
I
is
don't
one?
think there's one.
I haven't found any, no.
There's got to be a place where he's like bringing the goblins to. There's got to be a place where they're at. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can wake the.
A pile of goblins.
And I point to the one that did nothing the entire fight because we knocked him out. We can try and ask that one if he knows.
I mean, that is true. We could. One of us speaks Goblin, right?
I speak Goblin, yes.
Then there we go. We can try to do so. Can you interrogate them with it?
Yeah, let's wake him up.
Okay,
Do
time
I
to
have-
interrogate Gob.
Do I have carte blanche here?
You have what?
Carte blanche. Is that the right word? I think I'm using that correctly.
What do you get done?
If you don't know it as carte blanche, perhaps you know it as bleaching the. Never mind.
Complete freedom to act as one wishes or thinks best. Carte blanche. That was
Oh,
correct.
Yeah,
y-
I was gonna
yeah.
say something way worse, and I realized I probably shouldn't say that on stream.
Carte blanche.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know it's a blank card. Just can do whatever. Okay, I guess I'll hand you.
Yeah, I know.
what's it?
Within reason.
Oh no, you don't know what I was handing.
Oh, what are you handing me?
It's like I don't. This okay. This is not in character because we didn't take this. But it's one of those like leather things that tools can be put on, and it's just a fucking the dentist tools. Like go nuts.
I roll them up and hand them back, and go over to interrogate the goblin.
Okay,
Like-
more for me.
Let's
Right.
wake him up.
The party wakes up the little goblin that isn't Gribbet.
Yeah.
It's wearing a little worker outfit. You've taken away his tool. I assume he's tied up. Bound, Pat? Like, is he gagged?
That one isn't, but he is bound.
Alright. So, when you wake him up, you guys begin hearing him go, huh? Ah!
I'll put my hand over his mouth and go. And Goblin will go. Stop and listen to me. This is your opportunity of this. Free and clear. If you understand, blink once. If you don't understand, blink twice. And I will explain it to you slower.
You know you can
Might-
nod, right?
You might want to give him a potion.
He can't move his
Well,
head.
yeah, hold on
If
now.
you understand,
Don't
I'll
worry.
slap you once. If you don't understand, I'll slap you twice.
Alright. Yeah, sure, Whippet. He blinks and then continues blinking.
I Zargik will say, if you are
Really?
interrogating him, you should feed him a potion.
That's a good idea.
A potion of what?
Intelligence.
Yeah.
As I end one to you.
This stream is brought to you by Fox's Cunning. Simple.
Yeah.
You.
There's
I look
40
at
of
the
them,
guy.
so we can.
When
spare
the
a few.
goblin is inconsolable, give him his daily crack so he can actually talk to you.
I'm gonna do an intimidate here. I'm gonna go. Drink this, or I have to shove it in the other end to get it to get into your system.
I hope you fail, so I just scream
Don't
again.
promise them with a good
Nah, alright.
At
I mean,
this
it's
point, I also kind of hope he fails, just because
it's a level 1 goblin. I think its DC is like fucking.
He has 1 HP.
I'll
Just
say
a
the
level
situation
one
is in.
goblin.
Yeah.
In the
So-
situation he's in, I think he's more willing to.
Yeah, does he drink
Things
it?
are not looking good.
Yeah, he'll drink it. I'm just trying to find the DC actually to actually
Okay.
know what it is.
No, I'll go again.
I think it's like
I mean, he's probably tasted this before.
I go. All right, man. Listen up. You have an opportunity. I'm going to continue speaking in Goblin, by the way.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity here to get out of this without being in any trouble.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. The DC is like 12 or something. Go on.
And the way to you have a chance to get out of here without getting in any trouble. All you have to do is tell us where you guys were keeping the stolen goods at. Can you do that?
Shakes his head no.
Okay. Is it because you don't know where they're at?
He shakes his head yes.
Do you know where you were taking stolen goods to? Like, I'm assuming there's a place that you had to go and take stuff when you stole it?
He shakes his head no.
You weren't one of the thieves.
He shakes his head yes.
Okay, in this house, do you know where they kept important stuff?
His eyes glance around the ruined room.
Very helpful. Okay. Is there any information you have that would be useful to us? Come on, man. Think long and hard. You're surrounded by a bunch of sociopaths, and I'm pretty sure the Knoll is eyeing you up as a stake.
They stole me from my home.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm well aware of this. Where did they... Okay, when they stole you, where did they take you?
Here.
No, there was nowhere else they took you first?
The cage was dark.
Okay, not helpful.
Since you have dark vision.
Yeah, they do have dark vision, but I'm assuming it's because they had a cover over it.
Yes.
Okay. What did he have you doing here?
Trying to teach me how to cut wood and glue it back together, which makes no sense because why would you cut it if you wanted to put it back together?
Alright, fuck. Alright, this guy doesn't know shit. Are we good to just kind of, like, let him go?
Right
He
now,
shakes his
no.
He shakes his head yes.
I'm actually
Right
talking...
now, no. We'll just probably scream and call attention to people.
I look at him and I go, you speak common?
Right now.
Got it. Alright. Well, we will be letting you go, but not right yet. Mainly because, you know, obviously, we don't need the guards drawn here, and neither do you. So, chill out here, and if you make noise, the Strix is gonna knock you the fuck out.
Him with intelligence. I kind of need the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he wants.
He has 10 intelligence right now.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be knocked the fuck out by the Strix either.
That's smarter than the average person.
Isn't the average person a 10 as well?
No,
In
they
the
have
higher
eight.
empire, no, in the higher empire, they have a baron. Remember, Pat? They have schools. They have
Oh, that's fair.
public schooling.
I think isn't like the overall average of every stat like an 8.
Yes, that is the average stat of a commoner is 8.
Yeah, as like overall, like across the world.
Yeah, but it's different places, right? Like the Iron
Yeah.
Empire has its public schooling, so it's higher
Right,
than
but he
that.
still said average, not average for Iron Empire.
I mean, yeah, but we're here, so.
Anyway, so he doesn't know shit. We might have to make up one of the bigger people.
Okay.
You have Gribbet and you have Jim.
I say we wake up the human. He's easier to
Okay.
control, and clearly not the brains of this operation.
Hold on. Because I'm trying to think. It's probably easier the goblin, because we can just make the deal with the goblin where the old man gets all the blame. Or at least lie to him and say the old man will take all the blame, and him, because he's a goblin, he's just going to be a victim in a way. He was used as a tool.
Wouldn't that allow him to get
Okay.
revenge on us later?
Yeah, I would
Hold
like
on.
to.
Just because we tell him that, it doesn't mean we then need to do it.
Okay, I would like
It's
to
called
point out.
lying.
I would like to point out this: the goblin is smarter than the guy, and the brains of this operation.
Yeah, so he'll be smart enough to realize that unless he understands we're lying, that all the blames can be put on the human instead of the goblin. Because who's going to believe that the goblin's smarter than a man?
I will accept this, but we have to immediately. We can't. He cannot be left alone. He cannot be left alive.
Yeah, I'm not saying again. I'm
I'll
saying
eat
we
him.
should lie.
You guys
Yeah,
discussing
no.
how he's smarter reminded me that Joe Dargic has the monocle on and he's blind. We
Yeah.
need to get you a top hat as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, no. My thing is though, if we're waking up the boss, we need to make sure that he does not
But
survive past today.
by the way, David, did you hear my suggestion when they said we can't leave him alone?
No.
When they said we can't leave him alone, I just said real quietly, I'll eat him.
Oh.
That might be
It's the puzzle of evidence. Wait, do you eat the bones?
No, I used them for art.
I guess that still works.
Can you wait to use them?
He
until
hawks them
after-
out like a hairball.
Yeah, are you capable of waiting until we leave town to do that?
I can eat him later, yes.
I meant the bone part.
Oh no, sure. I'll keep them as materials. I still have boar parts to work with.
Somebody gag this guy and let's wake up the other fucker.
Which
Or
guy?
can you gag that guy?
The one that's still awake right now.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I can't see you pointing.
I can't see. No way.
That's my joke for today.
You're
I
blind?
can keep making this joke as long as I want.
Or at
I
least
mean-
until we heal you.
Get me to a priest, please.
There's something funny just seeing Steven's like, whoa, cowabummer. Like,
You said that, I just imagine we just drag you close to Windma. It's like, job done.
Okay, please. Okay, so let's do Gribbet.
okay.
Where my
With the
parents
scene.
died.
So you wake up Gribbet. He is de-wigged. He is fucking like you've torn up his outfit trying to find all his little magic doodads. His monocle is missing. Fuck it. Did you shave his mustache off while you were at it?
No,
No?
probably not.
I don't think so.
All right.
His drip has been ripped and his wig has been snatched.
Yeah.
Damn. Crazy.
Okay, I look at him and I'll speak to him in common since I'm certain he does. I go, listen, how would you like to get out of this scot-free?
All right. So you wake him up. He kind of panics where he's like, huh, and he's like looking around trying to like figure out his situation. And as you loom over, giving him the offer, I'm gonna roll a sense motive. Give me a second. I have to figure out what the difference is without his fucking. No, hold on, Joe. What were the skills I put on his monocle?
History and Arcana.
Okay. Then that shouldn't have affected his sense motive. That's wisdom based.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
unless he has some weird things like, oh, you use intelligence instead of wisdom for that.
No. Anyways, do you want to bluff Jason or? Okay. So he believes you. So he goes. Have in mind.
We blame it all on the human. But we need proof, obviously. I mean, who would ever believe that a goblin could pull this off? So it shouldn't be hard, but we still need the proof.
Looks at Jim and Morn like longingly. Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I already had him saying, "What do you want?"
Yeah. So what does he say for the? Does he say we can find the proof, or what is he doing here?
He asks, "What do you want?"
I think he wants to know exactly what we want proof-wise.
Where do you keep the stolen goods? That's going to be pretty much the thing that shows that stuff has been stolen.
Everything else really just connects to that.
Yeah.
We had originally stockpiled it in a hidden area within the sewers. Most people wouldn't check down there, and the rat folk that come by for inspections only come by on a bi-monthly basis, and unlikely to check the pass wall that we had installed or whatever he had done to hide it. But I found that rather distasteful and risky in the long run, so I had begun investing in a stock market within the Arcadian. Well, let's just say that the money that we've made is in flux.
So none of your wealth is liquid. So nothing has been stolen recently that could prove this.
If you want recent stolen goods, then you're going to have to check the dockyard.
Lovely.
And how would that connect?
Why would we move stolen goods within our house where if anything were to happen, we would be easily blamed?
That was not
Yeah,
my
but-
question. I said how would that connect in the sense how would that get us proof? So you
I
can do
am
proof.
He's
getting
saying
there,
that
sir.
the stuff is being moved out of the dockyard elsewhere.
At least one of you understands.
We have a similar disposition. Personally, I was fine with just kind of like leaving you guys to it, but we were offered kind of a lot of money to take this kind of thing down.
Well, if it's money that you seek, instead of going through the trouble with the law, how about you become part of this operation? can obviously see how beneficial it is.
I mean, I said that before. We could just probably get in on it. What do you guys say?
I don't intend to stay. And
You don't have
I'm not
to.
exactly super cool with selling people into slavery.
They're
I
goblins.
can also see this blow up later negatively again.
I'm sorry, but the people that can definitely kick my ass said no.
He's just staring at you.
I'm like, am I wrong?
I don't even think it's like that judgmental. It's just the disbelief.
I don't know why he's disbelieving. It's like, it makes sense. You don't
It's,
fuck
it's,
with
it's the audacity.
Alright, so somebody's got to check the dockyard.
If you would like, I could show you exactly where the money is smuggled out to a third party.
You can also just tell us so that one of us can stay, some of us can stay here and the one can go check.
I could,
Make
But-
more sense than trying to parade you through
I'm
town.
not gonna.
but consider this, gnome. Your friends don't seem all too bright like you. Do you really think that, even given simple instructions, they would be able to find the man they seek?
Rude.
I'm
I
just
think-
gonna, sense motive just to. I don't
Yeah,
like
go
the
ahead.
tone of this motherfucker's voice.
Yeah, I didn't even think you were gonna say you were gonna sense motive. I thought you were just gonna go up and be like, I'd like to twist his nuts.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll,
my character is just there like, damn, I want to burn a hole through his skull now.
I mean, absolutely.
Damn.
But the consequence of that is I shouldn't do it now.
Yeah, listen, mostly the problem here is that most of them are violent, one of them's a cannibal, and the Strix is under contract.
All the more reason to not trust them with a mission that would be oh so delicate. After all, if the mastermind, as you put it, were in charge, walking to the dockyard, would that really be so strange to see that someone like him were to check on making sure the operation was running smoothly, as opposed to a 7-foot-tall knoll?
And
Yeah.
what stops you from calling them into, hey, murder this guy, he's kidnapping me, or just, ruining the business, or any other options of lie you can say.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I
Knoll.
don't-
I look at him and go, yeah, the Knoll is the smartest person here. It's am I technically wrong?
No,
I
just
mean,
find- I-
especially
it's
not
just-
now.
It's just funny for you to say, like, the Knoll's the smartest person here, and the Knoll's just blindly like, oh, there you guys are.
Being smart means stupid.
It has nothing to do with smartness at that point.
I know,
Yeah.
it just looks funny.
Inside of his mind, I am seeing a diagram of this goblin's fucking skull.
That is funny. Just see, like, the fucking Kirby, like, magnum punch, like, you just see it, like, lining up in your own, like, I could kill you with my thumb.
No, it's less that. It's like the thing. It's like separated. It's like, how should they be better to be like a table setting? Yeah, kind of that picture.
Oh, what the fuck? That's what's ignoring. When did this come in? Okay. Someone set an alert for DMod.
So,
Yeah, Steven did.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was, like, setting my Discord to be
Yeah.
actually alerting me.
Why is there an alert for Dmod?
Steven did it.
It's just a Discord event.
Oh. Yeah, all I see is freaking I keep getting this. How do I get rid of this thing that oh there it is. Quest shows up.
got rid of it.
Fuck is this thing that's
Sinner.
Anyway, sorry to distract. I just finally found the thing that was making my Discord be alerted.
No problem. So yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. That's me, the player, fucking up.
No, take your time.
I go, yeah. So honestly, they're not going to agree to that.
Is
And
this happening
unfortunately-
in common or gob?
Common.
He says he's speaking in common.
Yeah, he's
I
understanding.
mean,
If I knew the
to
other
be
one,
frank, the
Yes,
idea isn't unsound. The issue is more so the containment. I don't mind the idea of having to kick someone's ass. I just don't think it's exactly the smartest. You know? At any point, things could go sideways with this one fucking yelling out to get rid of us. But, I mean, it's not like dock workers are gonna fucking fight for him.
honestly,
Assuming it's just dock workers.
Honestly,
Depends.
is the
It might
doc-
be in his employ.
Yeah, if they're.
Yeah, but they're not being paid to
I mean,
kick people's asses.
if they know that they've been smuggling, so if they're smugglers, they may see this as a risk of they may be caught as well. So they will fight because they don't want to go to jail.
I mean, then at that rate, him showing up at all is also still out of the ordinary, and therefore something's wrong.
yeah.
So, the entire plan is shot from the beginning, because, hey, guess what, you're doing something.
I mean, yeah, that's
Unless you
why I'm
often
against it.
oversee them.
I
I'm
would
gonna go-
simply be informing them from a public appearance that I am sent from Jimamorn to make sure that his latest book is being delivered to him safely, or an ETA, something of the sort. Whereas, from an inwards appearance, I am making sure that the correct amount of money had been distributed into where it's being sent. After all, sending the goblins out to give them the gold does not always give them exact amounts. And a little scare here and there from my appearance helps them keep true to their word that they are getting all it wouldn't be that strange to them to see me.
Actually, hold on.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
say-
sense motive that, although I suck
You
at
wanna.
sense motiving, but I may as well.
You do suck at sense motive, I agree.
I mean, I
Yep.
could try it again and hopefully just not roll a 1, you know? I'm doing it.
Hold on.
Sense.
I look at him
You,
and go.
bel- you believe
Between-
every word this man is saying.
I look at him and go. Oh, between you and Jim Warren, who actually wrote wrote everything down? Like, who was actually writing their receipts?
More.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that's not very helpful. Could have just
I
had him
mean-
write up some actual frickin', write up the frickin' information and then let him go with that.
I mean, isn't it more helpful that Joe Moran has been doing all the writing? Easier to pin things on him?
What I meant was, then it doesn't matter as long as the handwriting looks the same. We can say it's Jim Warren's writing. Who the hell's going to believe that a goblin was dictating everything? I mean, other than us.
Sure.
Listen, I'll run whatever you guys run on this one.
I mean, the idea isn't horrible to take him up there. I doubt,
I mean,
he's
like I
not
said,
exactly in a perfect position himself, so to cause strife is not going to be good for his outlook on, well, anything. So, believing in him, he fucking stresses like air quotes. Just like probably not too crazy.
all right. So, well, why don't a few of
And
you
if
take
it's
him down
clean
there, and one or two of us will stay back here to keep an eye on Jim Warren.
I figure as long as it clinches us fucking any hard evidence, it's fine. But yeah, I'm fine going there or staying back.
I mean, I think I probably should come since,
Yep, fine. I guess I'll go along. I don't really like being more.
So what are you guys going to
Sucks
do?
ass.
we're taking them down to the docks.
Taking him down to
Okay.
the dock so we can get some evidence that's legitimate. And all that.
Understood. I mean,
Hey,
I wish I could go with you, but
Yeah, you're
So-
kind of blind. We should probably leave you with. Jeez. I really don't like the idea of leaving both Hanzo and Nori behind.
Minma's here.
I can be here with Inma. Inma can be my eyes, and I can punch anyone out.
Is that all right with you, Inma?
It might be
Yeah.
time to start or at least lessening the amount of people here. So
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think leaving like 4 people behind was a good, like 3 or 4 people behind was a good idea.
perhaps. I mean, it's much too early to seek out aid blindness. So perhaps just find a place to rest for a few hours and then pester some of the churches.
So it's gonna be me, you, Nori, and Hanzo heading down to the docks. Then
I guess.
Are we not leaving those two?
yeah, that's what I just said. We're leaving Zagrix and Idma. Wasn't that the whole plan?
I mean, it seems bad to leave one person that's fucking not handicapped here.
My
If I'm
point
going to be completely honest.
we're
I
more
was
likely.
saying that those two should leave, and then Nori and Hanzo should probably stay. But I could understand wanting more people on this as well. Like,
Yeah, that's my
we
point.
don't have enough manpower considering we fucking lost someone's eyesight.
That's my point. If Idma and Zagrix stay here, I'm pretty sure they can handle the small buddy there and Jimamorn.
Problem.
Do you disagree?
I don't know. Fucking weird things happen all the time.
Well, we're not exactly flush with plant ideas here.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the old man is made of glass, so I'm pretty sure
Right.
even
And,
Zagrix says, while blind, can keep him down.
and small buddy knows he gets to go when all this is over, so he's not going to cause any problems. Somebody should probably give him something to eat, though. What?
Fucking pissed.
Just the memes.
So is that the plan now? We're heading down to the docks finally. We can just.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Let's get this
sure.
fucking show on the road.
all
Get
right.
some fucking evidence so we can be done with this bullshit.
Are you going to free the goblin? Find it.
Which one?
Rivet.
There's mortal coil.
We're kind of going to have to.
Yeah, we
I
can
mean,
truly
he
have him
doesn't
outside in ropes.
As long as he doesn't have a fucking knife on him, sure.
I mean, I didn't strip him.
So,
Exactly.
Gribbet, as you unload the bindings, as he kind of clasps his wrists and checks around for things, he goes, "Well, obviously I can't go down to the docks dressed like this. Something they'll obviously think. So, you'll excuse me. I'm going to go change."
So come with you.
Yep. Hope you don't mind people watch.
Oh, and I'll need my eye back.
It's not on my face right now, so or look knowing what it is. I haven't been using the bonus for it.
It on as a blind guy.
I mean, even if he doesn't see who has it, he can tell his monocle isn't on him.
Yeah.
I can
No.
tell that I'm stupider.
All
It's
my
crazy.
knowledge about history. God.
It's crazy. I have this thing on my face, glasses, and I realize that they're not on me.
Well, today I went to work without my glasses on and suffered the whole day for it, so I
That
kind of
is
get it.
oh,
Well, there
Alright.
you go. He
No.
wouldn't know.
All right, now I'll
Joe's
give Joe.
anecdotal evidence makes it.
I'll give Joe the thing of glasses, but this is a fucking monocle.
Oh no, I fully understand. It's like if he comes near me trying to find out where they are, he's losing his head. So
No, he's just putting his hand out like he expects somebody just to put it in it.
can't see it out, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Bitch.
There's
I
like
guess I'll
6
just
other
walk.
people here that have eyes.
Yeah, I'll just
I know.
fucking walk on over to Zarya. I'm gonna take the monocle for a second, if that's alright.
I'm
And
waiting
just
for.
like,
I
I'm
want Joe to
not
be like,
fucking-
if you reach for it, I'm going to kill you and pretend you're the goblin.
I mean, that's why he's saying anything before he reaches into whatever fucking pocket he put in.
No, I'll keep it.
You're gonna get it back. The whole point is to make this fucking feasible.
Okay. I'll take you up on your word, and I'll give you the monocle.
Wonderful.
Oh, Nori, if the goblin tries anything he shouldn't, you know
If
what
the
to do.
goblin tries anything he shouldn't, I'm going to punch him in the back of the
No,
head.
what
Very
do I
hard.
do?
All right, so
You don't kill him, but you make him go sleepy time.
you guys watch a goblin change. You give him the monocle. He's a brand new Gribbet. Do you guys want to give me a perception as you're just like, show me that dick?
I
Gotcha.
wouldn't be looking at that part, but I'll be making sure he doesn't,
Yeah, I'm
have a
gonna
dagger
make
in his
sure.
closet.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You know what? Sure.
I'm not gonna stare at his dagger, but I'm gonna be looking for daggers, I guess.
You know what?
Inman's
If I
like,
if you
did
really
someone
play,
say cock?
Yeah.
Oh no! Why
If-
is it? Damn! Why did Inma walk in here? What?
Yeah, you know, in fact, I want you, now that you've had us roll with his dick, I want you to roll for his dick size.
The tripod. You don't
Fucking
understand.
third leg, yeah.
It's not
Wouldn't
hard
you
to be a
believe it?
tripod.
He has 3 legs.
Yeah, it's not hard to be a tripod when your legs are only 4 inches high.
I mean, but in comparison, it's still impressive.
What an insult.
50 inches.
Hey, yo!
More than him.
I love that the random. Hey yo!
And was sitting here like,
Damn, that's gotta suck. You just die if you get a hard on.
Probably.
what a shame.
All his blood leaves his body.
Gribbet goes. My father was a Naga.
Hold on,
What the fuck?
50 inches,
She's
but
like, that still doesn't add up. The math ain't mathing.
it's 50 inches, but it's wire thin.
At the
Yeah.
end of it, it's just another Gribbet face.
They call it the Tic Tac. Women like to take it for good breath.
Yeah.
Seriously, fucking all of you guys walk in and start watching him change.
I don't think we all walked in on watching him change.
I'm just
I think
saying, everybody rolled perception. That's what I'm asking.
I'm hearing him change, Dave.
That's what made it funny.
I'm at the door.
You want me to roll perception?
No.
No.
Not if you don't want to
Yeah,
watch a
I don't
fucking
really
goblin
wanna.
change.
We have enough people. I'm not making you go there.
All right, Nori. As Nori, what you witness is as Gribbet goes, now, excuse me, I'm going to go change into a good outfit. And he walks out, and a few of the party members start going, I'm going to make sure that nothing funny happens, so I'm going to want you to change. He goes, if you must. And then you see, Whippet and Valoon walk out, followed by Inma going, hold on, there's a cock in there. And then you see Zargik follow in after him. And then Hanzo goes, hold on, there's a cock in there. And Nori, you are alone in the room.
I mean, if that many people have walked in, Volumes is gonna leave it. Like, yeah, okay, you guys got this.
Oh, yeah,
So, by the way, one word for word, that was exactly what Inma said. Hey, there's a cock in there.
There's more than a
And
few
it
if
was
you
not
weren't
word-
the first person in there.
I'm
To
a
Enzo,
huge,
it was not word for word. It wasn't even close.
Remember,
I'm here to
Inma
make
is
this-
curious about all things.
You know what? Urs got Skip, Whippet's got
wood. Yeah. Zargid here is here to make things less awkward because he can't see you change.
All right, Inma, throughout his perilous process of outfitting himself back into his little thing, you know, the he's putting on the outfit, the nice music, and then it hits the fucking Imperial March as the toupee slowly descends on his head. You can tell if you're 33 as you closely inspect his crotch the entire time that he is grabbing a letter opener and putting it in his back pocket.
And I'm going like this. Emma goes, take the letter opener out, ours to get the bone shaker.
He puts his hands to his chest like me, where it's just like, well, surely you must understand that the letter opener is going to be
She's gonna interrupt him right there. She's
Okay.
like
Doing
you
the
can
gestures.
lie to me, you can lie to our party, but right now you're lying to my God by thinking that you can bullshit me this way. He says, put the letter opener down. If we need to open something, we can open it.
He reaches into his back pocket, pulls out the letter opener, presents it to you, and drops it on the floor.
Good.
He goes, "You're going to feel rather silly when I show up without my iconic letter opener."
It's what I'm known for, I swear. It's definitely not the being a goblin with a monocle and also
Yeah. You're not
guys,
Gribbet. Where's your iconic letter opener? Ooh,
he may be a different goblin.
Man,
you know what? You know what? If it becomes down to a question they're not really sure, we'll just pull it down his pants and show them he's the only goblin with a 50-inch cock.
Please, sir, you don't need to keep making fun of my undersized genitalia.
You see her mouthing undersized.
Yeah. It's 0.5 inch less than the average.
She's like, undersized again, like she didn't undersized.
Alright.
You are measuring from like the full base, right? Like,
undersized.
Alright, well, ignoring that stupid bit. Gribbet, if this was a Marvel movie, this would be the moment where Gribbet, like, grabs his, like, little tuxedo and, like, stretches it out, but he's like, the difference between you and me is I make this look good. But anyways, he walks out in his little tuxedo with his monocle and everything. He holds the door open and then gestures for you to go ahead of him.
Yeah, no, but like, nice try.
If you insist, and he closes the door.
Yeah, I'm sure we open it for him, I guess.
What do you mean open?
I think
He's
he
now
walked out and
outside.
closed it. Yeah.
Huh?
He's now outside. You are inside.
Yeah, we wouldn't have let him close the door on us.
He offered for you to leave.
No,
I understand. I understand you can catch the door and everything. I don't think he's running away in this scenario. It's just the rudeness.
I mean, the rudeness is fine. Whippet is rude, so it's just to him. It's just like, oh yeah, that's just how people.
I'm sure he's going to find rude once I shove a fucking magic missile up his ass. But well.
Damn.
I'm still thinking about to eat him.
So rude.
Yeah, I'm still thinking how to eat him. I don't know how polite I can be.
This is
I'm
a scuff
thinking of how
fucking
to
encounter.
eat him.
Alright,
Yeah, I guess we go after
which
him.
of you fucking idiots are following him then? Because Zargik better not be on that list.
He's not. I believe it's him and Indma are behind. The rest is going, right?
In and
Yeah.
out, ma.
Oh, Nori's going with you guys too?
Yeah.
Call me out. Did you call me out?
In and out, ma.
Yeah, he
No,
is. I'm the
I'll-
one
I'll
staying
stab
behind
you.
to knock people out.
And Indma is there to be the eyes, so she can tell you knock him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if any of them try to run, they get bone shaker. They don't get to live anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, your bone shaker almost for sure kills any of them. They both have 6
Moving.
HP.
Yeah, move and quit living.
I mean, technically they'll have less than 6 HP when they wake up, but yeah. Or I guess one's already awake, but details.
We get it. You get something there.
Yeah.
They go to the dogs.
Yeah. On your way to the docks, Gribbet goes, without my letter opener to etch the secret message into the box, would you fault me if I stopped by the general store for just a moment to grab, I don't know, a quill and ink? Surely you can't expect me to.
Oh, we have quill and
realize
ink,
it's
don't
the
worry.
middle of the night and it won't be open.
It is
right?
not the middle of the night. It's like 9
late night.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I just
we
say,
did
oh,
this
Alright.
in the night.
we have
That's
quill and ink.
9 a.m.'s too much. It's like 6 a.m.
Okay. Fuck no.
But yeah, just tell him we have a quill and ink. Don't worry about it.
Alright, he gestures his head to the side and his hands flourishing outwards. He's like, well then, you hand it to me.
And what exactly is this for again?
Are we even at the docks yet?
No, you're just in the middle of the street.
I'm like, dude, we're not even at the docks yet. Relax.
He puts his hand out.
I give him a high five. Let's go.
So why do we need to have it now if we're not at the place yet?
Wouldn't you think it would be strange if I came underprepared?
Presumably there is any amount of doors between you and whoever you're going to be talking to, so they won't know until the doors open.
Plus,
So-
man, why would you be carrying your stuff instead of the mercs you hired?
Surely you can't expect to just be behind me within a few feet.
I look
I
at him and go,
expected you to look over, see the exchange happen, and then jump out on the signal given or something.
I look at him and go, buddy, you're dealing with a bunch of sociopaths. You're not really getting the vibe here, are you? Nobody trusts you.
It's like
There
you
is no-
said, Gnome. You're like me, you're intelligent, you understand why certain things are done certain ways.
I meant that I was an asshole. We're both bad people, is what I meant. There are very few things in this world I will tell the truth about, and that is one of them. I know full well who I am and how I act.
Also, if you're so fucking intelligent, how do you not hear yourself and understand that we can't trust a goddamn thing you're saying?
He understands. He knows very well. He's just hoping that he can gaslight his way out of it. I mean, it's what I would have done.
I was just gonna say, like, the amount of squinting he's doing at you.
I mean, he knows I'm right, and that's the fucked up bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
He knows he's right.
I look at him like, you can squint all you fucking want, bud. We both know I'm right. We're
You don't
both
want him to
aware of
see
who we are. You can act like you're not. You can act like you're not.
My apologies that you think I'm judging you. It's just
Oh,
how
no,
I
no.
keep my monocle on. It's just
I go, okay.
If someone's
pat him on
so
the head.
shit at lying, you should probably stop doing it.
Yeah.
Can we continue?
Anyway. Yeah, we got stuff to do.
prepare the quill and ink for my request then. He begins walking down to the dock somewhere.
Uh-huh. It'll be there, I'm sure.
So he is walking down to the docks. You go through the little checkpoint. Gribbet begins looking around, like he's trying to find like the dock walkers in question for him. You guys want to do anything funny?
I'm gonna keep an eye on where he's looking.
I mean, I was gonna say the same. As he starts looking around, I'll try and look as well.
I'm gonna
Well,
just
and see
keep
if
an eye
he-
on him.
I'm just trying to see if he like holds his gaze towards something or
For
someone.
me, it looks more like he's trying to look for an escape route to me.
So Kieran looks at him with like glued boots in his eyes.
Pretty much, like, I don't know. He might be fucking, like,
He might be
trying to
fucking,
get
but
everyone
no.
else to look at to look where he's looking, so they're not actually looking at him.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's what Valen's staring at.
Are we just still standing here in the same spot? Or is he, like, looking around while walking?
Looking around. He is standing still.
Yeah, I go, buddy, keep moving.
Gribbet raises a hand when you say that. When he goes, he's not like turned to like he's got his back to you. He goes, you must understand that if I just walking and then I find that men are down a different bridge, it's just going to be a waste. Just give me a moment and try and find them. It is a bit difficult. All look alike.
I'm not human.
All the more reason.
None of the people behind him are human.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
we don't have any humans, do we?
Yeah, we're pretty exotic as a party. Most of
Yeah,
the
we have no
I mean,
humans.
I
What?
can't pretend to be a
These
human.
humans look the
yeah,
same.
I'm not
all
gonna
of
go-
us humans.
I refuse to say exotic because gnomes are like a core race, so...
That's the thing. Technically, I can't pretend to be a
Fine.
human.
Let me correct myself. Gribbet says, "You fleshy pink things all look the same."
I'm
bro,
blue.
you're
That's
still
a
very
Don't
fucking-
fuck it up.
That's
you're
a
still a
green
super
goddamn
raw.
football.
Yeah, like, most people here aren't pink. Actually, I
I'm
think
closer in shade to you than just about anything else that isn't a goblin.
He's talking
think
he's talking to the gnome, not you
I
fucks.
know.
Yeah, that's
That's
fair.
fair.
Whippet does have, like, normal human skin color.
Whoa, normal.
I can't
Human.
believe all the
normal
sprinkles are
skin-
Normal.
No, normal's right. You fucking fucks.
Normal.
Furries don't
Yeah.
get a say.
Yeah, the same way you guys say normal is the same way that someone looks at Inma and goes, blah! Alright, so.
Actually, we're respectful. We say noir.
Thank you.
No, it's Nori.
You can't just drop the N word on Inma.
Especially not with that hard R.
I hate you with that hard fucking R.
You can
Yeah,
say
that's-
Noia. You can say
Whoa.
You can say Noia, but noir is our word.
You gotta say it like a French. You gotta say it like a French guy.
No,
I'm sorry, but I'm just not
It's
thinking-
Noi or Noida.
I'm actually super fond of Noida.
I'm sorry, but now I'm just thinking. I just see Nori and just like when we said no R, I just started seeing this.
No R, no Russian.
No, not
Hey,
The
I'm
Noid.
not annoyed. I'm not the Noid.
You're the
Alright.
No,
So anyways, where do we... He just called you a fleshy pink thing. Are you going to force him to move or no? You're going to let his process work?
I'm gonna let the rest of the party decide because I don't have any way of like forcing the dude forward.
I don't give a shit. Fucking make it quick. Just
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I agree with him on this one.
After half a minute, he just goes, "Oh, there they are," and he begins walking towards the far right bridge from the island map that you might recall, just one of the dock bridges. Do you want to do anything to like perception what's up with the people he's approaching, or what?
I mean, yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say I want to
definitely
try
like
and
to see if there's anything
Yeah.
interesting there.
I
obviously.
want to try and locate the people as well. Which will depend how many people are there, whether or not I would understand any of that.
Whoa! I got a good roll.
Whip it, you're 28. The first off, for what most people are noticing from the way Gribbet is walking, he is approaching a far end dock schooner, like a small, like fast slope looking thing. The dock workers at the end are two burly looking guys. One's wearing like a blue stripy shirt with his balls not pinned up, like it's just kind of. I don't know how it's on if the overalls aren't buttoned up, but they're just fucking flagging down, and somehow staying on him. And the other
He's got-
guy,
It probably just has the one strap done instead of both.
yeah, we'll go with that. You know, messy, unkempt look kind of thing. He's got the fucking goon hat. I forgot what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the other guy doesn't look as like wide as the person, but he's still fairly tall. He's got some good muscle definition. His face looks a bit less pudgy than his friends. Just two strong-looking humans carrying like crates to the schooner, and it looks like Gribbets approaching them. But Whippet, if you're 28, you can tell that what appears to be a docked boat is a boat that is loaded up and could be leaving at any moment, as there are not people you see on the boat, like on top. You don't see people doing like any crazy like hill work, but it's not tied to the dock.
Yeah. All right. I just look at like my guys and I go, yeah, that thing's getting ready to get going soon.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a different boat. It's just on the same dock.
It's the boat that they're standing in front of guarding, right?
No, you have the schooner that the goons are at, and then there's like another boat here that's of interest to you because it looks like it could be going off at any.
All right.
Like,
I will. Then in that
goons
case,
are-
I will.
Yeah, go on.
In that case, I will tap Hanzo and try to subtly point out the boat that isn't docked.
I drew you a little chart down here on the dock so you can see what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, I will try to get Hanzo's attention and subtly point out, you know.
I mean, I believe there is technically a role for secret messages.
Yes, there is.
It's a
bluff.
bluff.
I gotta roll a bluff, so it'll give me a second here. Hey, Hanzo, are you lawful in any way?
No.
I'm the only lawful character. Everybody else is chaotic.
I'm not chaotic.
I think that's enough.
It's a dark day in hell when Pat's the only lawful
20.
character.
Why the fuck did you say I'm not chaotic?
Oh, you're neutral, aren't you?
I'm true neutral.
He's
It's
a
a
big
dark-
N.
That's what
It's
I
a-
said.
It's a
a
dark day
dark
in hell
day in
when
Aftergame.
everyone is chaotic but Pat.
I refuse.
But yeah, I assume a 27 is more than enough, or do I need to do a check to understand it?
You do an opposed check. He succeeds. You still have to succeed.
I need to do a what?
Fucking, I'm offhand. I think it's just a perception for some reason, but I'll check. It might be sense motive. Baizo, secret message.
Oh, you're talking about a newsboy. The hat. It's called a newsboy.
The newsboy, yeah.
Newsy.
You roll a sense motive.
Oh boy.
Does my check being that high make it lower for him?
No. He has a standard DC. What other people have to do is beat your bluff.
Okay.
Does
So
that do it?
yeah, no, that's enough. It's just that if you rolled like a 9 or something, you would take everything he said at face value for some reason mechanically.
Yeah.
Which
so I see.
I mean, you could have failed that.
So I guess now to continue the chain, I am going to see what it means, and I'm going to give a secret message to Nori to position so if it tries to move towards that boat, Nori's in the way and can just,
Oh god
Get
damn!
him.
You're making me roll sense motive.
First I need to roll bluff, but
Yeah. I think it's sense motive. Or no.
yeah, it's
I
sense motive.
think just.
So it's
I automatically understand you if you pass. Sense motive is to intercept secret
Oh.
messages.
Is it? I just read that it's a DC 10 for the
I
person getting it.
understand him.
I just read on the forums here that it's a DC 10 for the person getting the message to make sure that they're not basically stupid.
okay. Let me see.
It says on a.
Hold on. I'm in the bluff page, so the DC of this check is 15 for simple message and 20 for complex. If you are successful, the target automatically understands you, assuming
not
you are
bad.
speaking in a language that it understands. If you fail by 5 or more, you deliver the wrong message, so they understand something else. Other creatures then do the sense motive to try and decipher.
Alright. I'm just saying, that's what I read off the forum, but if you actually have the fucking page,
What
go
was
ahead.
your message?
Yeah, I opened
What
the
was
rules
your
and I read the secret message part.
Yeah. My bad for just going off what the fucking first Google results
What
told me.
exactly was your secret message?
Basically, pointing out the ship that is leaving and tell to position so if the goblin tries to run, to, be in the way. Basically, block the exit, I guess best way to say.
By the
North.
way, Pedro, nice nat 20.
Thank you. I'm proud of it. Oh shit, Kieran lost power.
Oh no.
Name.
Fuck.
Kek and Falloon fell off the island.
Alright. Well, do you do all that, Pat?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm under contract.
As you begin to move, Nori, like begin to change position, Gribbet dashes for the aforementioned boat, where you can get in position. He's fucked.
Eat.
He's fucked. He's fucked. We don't have to go through this. Kieran might have
Yeah.
lost connection. Glued boot still
Glued
goes
boots.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can fly.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's also more the point that he doesn't get to go far, so there's less chance for people to maybe notice a goblin running for his life.
Yeah,
Get
there's
my
like glued boots goes off. You guys can fucking dogpile him. What do you want to do? Like I freehand. He's moving at 15 feet. There's no fucking way he's getting free from here.
All right, fuck it. Just snap his neck, and we'll make the deal with Jim Moore.
Honestly, the thing I was thinking would be grab, gag, shove him in the bag, so he can be seen.
This is, I mean, there are people on the dock that would be looking at you as soon as like a dog pile happens. There, if you want to talk
I mean,
about
he's
killing
small.
everybody.
We have three. We have two big people. One of
I
them
mean,
has wings. I'm
Patalon
sure
might
he
be
can
able
make
to
that
do it.
happen.
I'm gonna try and make a bluff check if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah,
We're
my monocle deck.
servant.
Yeah, we're helping out Jim Moore, and this one apparently has a habit of running off. He just wanted us to walk him around to see if he can finally walk around an area that's heavily trafficked without doing it. He needs some more time.
All right. Yeah,
I guess-
yeah, all right. You're good.
Okay, I was gonna see if I could assist, but I guess it's not needed.
If you want to assist, maybe they succeed if you do.
But yeah,
110.
No? Howard?
There's like, can I offer
I
you?
already rolled a 20. We all
Coward.
know my next roll is going to be a 1.
David's literally like, can I offer you a Faustian bargain? It's free.
I just like the idea that like you step up preparing to say something and the dock walkers are like, alright, I guess. You step back. Being
Made a
whip it.
perfect-
I totally would have had your back though, I swear.
that's fine. I'm not like upset. Like,
Oh man, did you hear that, Pedro? You made Whippet sad for not having his back.
what? What? You're fucking with us.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
always
that's what
fucking
David
with-
does 90% of the time.
I
What
know.
are you-
I'm just
What
no.
are you doing,
Out of,
then? You have
out of character, I'm
Gribbet.
tired.
You have Gribbet. He's grappled up. You're dragging him somewhere else. What's the fucking plan? Put him in a bag? You want to drop him off the ledge? Let's start off with the thing that's most important. You take the monocle.
Yeah. I was
Alright.
about to say, first things first. We take the monocle.
You know what? I told you
No
this
more
was a bad.
smart ideas for you.
Yeah, I told you guys that this was a bad idea. We should just go make the deal with Jim Moore. He's human. They're more likely to trust him. And we just we say he can just say that it was another someone else outside the city that was forcing him to do it.
Fair. I guess Sager can have fun with his body instead. Is that point to the goblin?
Cool.
Don't say it like that.
Let's all fly back to Jim Moore's. Since people
Yeah,
here
I
already
guess-
here to help him.
Should we knock him down and put him in the bag so he's not seen?
I
He's
would
not
I say in
gonna
the
rather-
alleyway where
He's
whispering
not
to no
gonna
one
be.
ears.
He's not going to be seen from the fucking air.
Yeah, no, people look up sometimes.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm
do you
heading
want to
back.
risk it? We can just shove it in the bag.
I'm
When
going
I
to let you.
heard-
I'm
When I
taking.
heard
Yeah,
you
already.
say, when I heard you say, "Let's all fly off," I just saw this.
Whoa.
The fuck?
Now, if you don't know, the backstory to that is that was sent overseas to like Malaysia or something, Polynesia, to be like animated, and they just saw the storyboard of the crowd raising their hands cheering, and they went, "This is an American cartoon. American superheroes fly that way." So they just, and then when they got it back, like whatever Cartoon Network brand like was overseeing it, they just went, "Fuck it, that's funny," and they left it in.
They were like, "That's fucking funny. Keep that shit."
Yeah.
That's
They're like,
so weird.
somebody
That's hilarious.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you guys just raise your hands and fly back to Jim and Morn's that way? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm done with this guy. I'm done with this guy. I've been since he started talking.
I'm glad that this entire session has just kind of been a waste of time, but it really sets the tone in a way where it's like, never trust a goblin.
Never trust an intelligent goblin.
Never trust a goblin, period.
The higher the goblin's intelligent, the lower the threshold for trust becomes.
Hey,
Man,
listen,
David.
Whippet's just like, Whippet's like, I know what I would do in this situation, and this motherfucker's gonna do everything I would do. And then
David
he
knows,
Yeah, Joe.
David knows exactly what I'm thinking about. Bitch ass.
Well, I guess yeah. So
Bitch ass.
probably knock him unconscious
motherfucker.
so he doesn't, struggle and fall. But
not
just going to
not
fly
the
back.
doc while you're being watched. None of the docs while you're being watched.
Do
I mean,
goblins
yes,
have a bite
I'm
attack?
pretty sure we are in the alleyway at this
No.
point.
Some of them.
Sometimes.
They
I
can they can get a racial for it.
don't think Gribbet has it. I was just making sure. Like, can Gribbet bite you? Like, I'm fine with fucked here. Yeah, Gribbet just
Everybody-
suffers as you grapple him.
Roll a 1d100. On a 100, Usa comes, and now you get a real fun fight.
Alright, Joe,
I
this is
mean-
now on stream because you fucking DM'd me, so of course I click on it. Also,
That's fair.
also, Gribbet is clearly smarter than Viper. Gribbet can read.
Oh,
Yeah, he won't be able to read when we take his fucking eyes from him.
Yeah.
I mean, Viper just couldn't read comic.
his eyes. Damn.
What do you mean his eyes? Eyes, everything's going on, Steve.
Alright, so let's save some time here. I think at some point you fuckers fly back to Jim and Warren's with Gribbet.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to drop him somewhere along the way. So the party's all back together. You fucking retie up Gribbet. Let's like fucking hand wave through here. Here's the funny thing. Because Kieran crashed, and people are tired from the beginning, like even before we started, people were like yawning and stuff. You want a table here with functionally nothing having happened? That'd be fucking great.
I
mean-
I say we say, yeah, because Kieran's out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to continue without like somebody if they're especially since it's not like a situation where he left on purpose. He just got fucked over.
Yeah, it's all good. So
I mean, the only point I see is that we're going to start next session, do this all over again.
Although, can we just have Zargex knock fucking Gribbet the fuck out first?
sure, if you want, you just knock them out, and it's not part of the thing. This gives you look. You guys got all the magic items that you could find. You did some as much effort, like investigation that your perception checks allowed at the start. Plus, you got some other information. There are some things that I'm implying that you're not getting, but I don't want to just hand you the answer. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, you're not getting it. Let me explain. Like, I don't want to hold your hand here. There are things that I'm saying, like, maybe over the week you can think about some things that I said here.
I mean, I understand that part of the money movement, and I understand that there might be a lot of things just in the docks that we can still search for. Besides, there's a whole secret room in the sewers that we can look for.
Correct.
Yeah.
He did admit to that. So
Yeah.
there are things that you guys can do still. You did get more information, actually. Yeah, if you do have the sewer knowledge. So I'm just saying, you do have another week to like think about the like ideas that you might want to do, or maybe you want to like wake up Jim and you have like a week just to formulate what you want to tell him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
honestly,
the only thing I see is that we're going to spend next session reaching the point we probably reach now, which is at best we deliver them to the cops. So
Yeah, as
the
as
only
a fun fact, by the way, you guys were all fatigued. Just like you should have been taking penalties. It's just you still passed against Gribbet, so it's whatever.
I mean, technically, he's also fatigued, so he suffers the same penalties.
Is he
Being
fatigued?
unconscious,
He's been napping for like 8 hours.
being unconscious does not count as
Unconsciousness
sleeping.
is not sleep.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I'll be-
doesn't
I'll
count
be-
for it.
I'll be real though, Steven. If someone knocked you unconscious for 8 hours and you woke up, wouldn't you feel well rested?
You keep
Nah.
telling us that they kept
No, you
waking
I'll
up,
fucking
give
and
you
wouldn't.
that.
no, the problem is, David, you kept telling us they kept waking up, and we kept punching them. Remember?
He woke up
So that's not-
once.
Never
Yeah,
again.
I did punch him really hard though.
Remember, your sleep's got to be uninterrupted.
To be fair, we're putting him to sleep twice. He's not getting to sleep a third time. The next
Yeah.
time, I'm sending him to fucking God.
no, next time we're going to put him to sleep again. You just perma sleep.
He's a
That's
goblin.
what I
They don't
just
go-
said.
They don't,
No,
he's
you
a goblin.
said
They
I'm
don't go to
surprised you
God.
still.
again.
I'm surprised you still kept on to him and then just like roll him off the fucking island.
I said next time, Pedro, I'm sending him to God.
Yeah, he's a
Yes,
goblin.
but you said
He
he
don't
wasn't
go
going
to
to sleep again. What I said is that you're going to put internal sleep, so it's not exactly what you just said.
Well, anyways,
I'm going to go put Pedro to sleep
that's
right
the
now.
game.
Cool.
All right. Anything you guys want to add before I end stream?
We
No,
achieved
no, no.
nothing.
Yes, you did.
Well,
You kind
hey,
of you achieved things. To be fair, Pedro. Like actually, like we got confirmation on things. Remember when Pat was talking about all the money and gold and how we should split that up? And you're like, "What money and gold?" Yeah, Pat, all the money and gold you found.
I mean, 750 at least.
That's true. There's the safe box. You know, you would have had more money, Joe, if you didn't destroy the safe box because that safe box is money, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's the
Too
thing is
bad.
I mean, this is the thing. If we want to go faster, like need to start the next sessions, like we have a lot of the clues. If
Yeah,
we
you
want
have
to,
a lot of the clues, but also I'm not like. First off, I so badly at points want to be like, I want someone just to walk up and be like, I'd like to purchase a goblin, but it's not going to happen. You know, not at this time of day and everything. You guys could probably live inside their house for a few days before you get caught. Is the issue?
yeah, I was aware of that because the thing is like we can literally rest in here, and then have someone be like, we can take the money, use that money to make me not blind.
Yeah.
like
You
I
could
already
just-
plan on using the.
I would
the
like
spell
to
book.
not be blind.
You
Yeah,
could just take a broom and sweep up all the books and sell them for some pocket change. I guess before we leave and end the stream, do you still have that inconsequential goblin? I think I named him Ribbit. You still have Ribbit tied up for whatever next session, or are you letting him go?
I mean, I don't think we should let him go until everything's done.
Alright.
I mean, that means we got to feed him and everything.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the
That
same
house,
thing.
I'm sure that house has food for at least a few days.
I mean, it's
So-
not making the food is the issue. It's the, to the goblin where you're just like, here comes the airplane. No. And then Whippet comes by. Bing gong, king gong, chilling. Right?
I mean, you say
Actually,
if he says no, I'm pretty sure the answer is a flash cut to him being Zargic's mill.
yeah, it's like it's just fucking someone holding up to me like, here comes the airplane, like
God, that's gotta be terrifying for the little inconsequential goblin bee to see, like, as the day goes on and he's hungry and they just kind of, like, spoon feed him. He sees Zargic in the background picking up chunks of his, like, goblin friend.
We call him Lig.
Well,
Lig. Little inconsequential goblin.
Little inconsequential goblin. Joe's got them names. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Until next time.
Screw it. Let's just turn him into Boblin. Boblin the goblin that every DM party adopts.
Nah, Boblin's more powerful.
So, I mean,
I like them.
I'm down for emergency ration.
No, what the fuck is her name from that game I don't play?
Let me check.
Emergency.
Paimon.
I know what you're talking
Paimon,
Ah,
yeah.
Paimon.
Oh,
I
thought that was a dude.
Emergency food.
Isn't that supposed to be like a dude? Or am I confused on one of them?
What?
I
No,
swear
I'm
one of them
talking-
is a dude that looks like a woman.
We're probably from
Fir-
Genshin Impact.
First off, Paimon is a fucking demon, so it's already just Japan saying things. But
I mean,
from Genshin
that's
Impact,
it.
Paimon's like a little fucking chibi fairy thing.
That-
Like it's a girl,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
was about to also.
So it's just it's the game's Navi. Got it.
Yeah,
The
it's
game's what?
exactly that. Now,
Yeah.
Oh, basically, yeah.
Lame. Well, that's lame.
Hey, listen. Hey, motherfucker, listen.
that's
Hey,
what.
no.
Yeah, immersion rush.
All right, ending the stream now.